time.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Jtraedz TV, where we discuss all stock-related contents and much more, man. Thank y'all so much for joining me. Hope everybody's having a blessed weekend, man. Y'all hit me up in chat, man. Let me know everything is good to go, guys. Let me know everything is good to go. We'll be ready to rock and roll. So far, guys, let me know which stocks that y'all went over, that y'all looked at as of now. We know that SPY, we did break out of this downtrend setup since Friday. We had this little downtrend setup as we got this little dump underneath that 673. All the way down towards that 646. Got that nice little rebound back on up and back above 663. So keep that on watch to see can we stay above this price point for that possible push back up towards the 665 to 668. So we're gonna definitely keep our eyes peeled to see can buyers hold going into the second half of the market, or will we start to crack right back down underneath the 663 level, back down towards the downside. Keep this on watch. We're gonna keep our eyes peeled on this level. What's up, Nadia? What's up? What's up? I just turned it back on. I apologize. Good morning. Good morning. So far, what you looking at right now, Nadia? What you looking at? What's your game plan, Queen? So right now, I'm looking at TQQQ and SQQQ because the rest of my funds don't settle to tomorrow due to the fact it's a banking holiday, which I forgot about. Right now, we're definitely getting a little bit of pullback on TQQQ and a little pushback on top of SQQQ. Keep my eyes peeled on this $15 level. So I want to see if we're going to get that crack. We're going to get right back underneath this 663 or 664 level. Hold that level for that possible pullback down. So I'm definitely keep my eyes peeled on that because I'm limited right now to tomorrow. So I can only play with so much till my funds settle for tomorrow because I forgot it's a banking holiday. So I had to chill out on that. So right now, guys, keeping this on watch, and I will post up. Let me post up what I put on Patreon for my Patreon members. Oops, I ain't meant to put that. For my Patreon members, guys, this is what I posted over the weekend for everybody to get prepared for what we could be expecting. Let me go to it real quick. Let me go to my Patreon real fast. Let me go to my Traedz journal. Guys, so what are you guys looking at so far at this moment? What are you guys looking at this moment? All right, as far as my Patreon, guys, I got it right here. I did draw out everything. We did get back above the 657. We did get back above that, pushing our way back to the 660s. Over the weekend, I put Dow has dropped almost 900 points. S&P 500 declined.
I already traded too late.
I mean, we're still setting up, Queen, because like I said, I mean, after this drop that just occurred, I mean, we could be setting up for. We do have Jerome Powell speaking tomorrow. Don't forget about that. We do have this tariff situation going on between the U.S. and China right now, so we're gonna have it's gonna be a lot of back and forth. I can tell you that right now. But over the weekend, I did say, guys, buyers need to stay above the price point of 652. I said we could hold above that level. We could see that push back up to 665 to 657. I said we were to successfully succeed on that. We could have stayed our way back up to 658 to 660. That was for the call side, and you can see right here, guys, we got back above 652. Right now, watching between this level here, Queen, right now, 664 to see if we're going to hold or will we start to come right back down towards the downside. So I'm watching this 64 level. That's based off of this pre-market level here. Now, if they can hold above 64, we do have room to push our way back up towards that 66 up to 68. So definitely keep that on watch. I mean, you are still holding above the VWAP right now, holding above the 200-day moving average. So right now, buyers are desperately still trying to hold, and we do have the market in the green as of now. So we still have a lot of buyers still holding. Still have a lot of buyers holding. Now for the puts, I said what needed to happen was we needed to fall back underneath 652, back down to the 650. I said we could successfully do that, and we could see the 648 to 646. And I will go back and show the 12-hour chart as well too on what I called out. I will go back to the 12-hour chart real quick. Take a look at that. So we don't need to come up, guys. All right, give me a minute. So let's take a look. What we got?
Says, Dollar SPY has to be above 660.
All right, guys. So remember the levels that I called.
67.
Yeah. So guys, remember the levels I called out on my Patreon. I said Patreon. I said, well, as long as we held the 652, we have room to push our way back up towards the 657. I said, as long as we can hold that level, we did have room to push our way back up towards the 660s, up to 664s. So right now we are holding around 662. So we're trying to see, can we push back up to this old level here, which is around 660, 640. You can see right here what this old little level is right here. So these are your tops right around the 660, 640 level. We can get this push. Watch for this possible rejection. Watch for sellers to be sitting around this key level. If we do get that continuation push from 664 up to 666. So let's see, can we get that continuation push towards the upside. So we did catch a nice rebound of a 652 that we talked about on my Patreon. Got right back above that 657. Now these are the levels that I did call out on my Patreon, and I do have the proof to show that. I already just showed y'all just not too long ago. So y'all can see this, that I'm not lying.
Dollar SPY under $662 will go lower to, you said.
Yeah, if we crack it. If we crack it. Like I said, right now we're in between 662, 664. But you got to keep in mind, we're going to have a lot of back and forth. And right here's my proof. Right here. Look what I have right here, Queen. We got above 662, right? And then we got above the 657, 16, and then ran our way up to 660. So you can clearly see right here, 652, 657. Now putting us between 662 to 664. Now we're in this little range here. We're right here in this little range, Queen. 662 we have yet to crack, and the 664, 666 we have yet to break out. So right now we're just like in a little mini range. We're in a little mini range, but we did catch a nice bounce. We do have buyers stepping back in because you do see the candles transitioning from sellers to buyers. So right now, the main thing is we want to see, can we hold 662? If we can hold this key level, which you can see right here, last time we held 662, we got a nice pushback on up to 666 and up towards the 670s. But right now, you got to make sure that we hold this floor, which is going to be 662. If we can hold this 662 level, then yes, we can get that push back up towards the areas of 666. Why? Because that's the level that we pushed up to, got rejected, came right back on down. But once we break above 666, then yes, you have room to run towards 668 to 670. So we got to definitely take out these tops right here. We got to take out this 666 tops. But we do have the floor still holding at 662. You can clearly see that. So that's why we're keeping on watch, even based off of the 5-minute time frame.
RGTI goes up every day.
Yeah, so just watch this level. I mean, you got to keep in mind, even though we're getting a little pullback, the VWAP is still holding. VWAP is still holding up at this time. You got to remember, 662. If those buys can hold 662, we could get a possible bounce right back on up. However, if we do crack 662, we do have room to fall right back down into the 660s, which will put us back down this way. So right now, we are cracking back below this little pre-market level at this time, right back underneath that 663 level, the 664. You can see right here, we're cracking, getting a nice little pullback down into the 662s. So give it some time. Again, don't rush the process. Let it pull back, let it take place. Let's see, as we pull back down towards 662, can buyers hold these key levels? Let's see. We want to make sure that we stay on top of the VWAP. Now, if they do choose to step in, we should be seeing a nice pullback bounce and a push back up to the upside. However, if we have more sellers, then we should be able to crack this level back down into the 660 range, back down to this purple trend line. But we already have cracked underneath this main pre-market level, which is around the 664 level, right back on down to the 662. As I told you, we're in a range, $2 range between 662, 664. And we want to see upside, we know we need to get back above 664. If we want to see more downside, then we know we need to crack 662. We need to break out of this $2 range. So we know that. Upside, we need to get right back above this level. Downside, we need to crack below this level. So, plain and simple. Plain and simple. You're in the $2 range, 662, 664. Upside, we need to re-break 664. Downside, we need to crack 662. Plain and simple. Easy, I mean, it's about the easiest I can put it. Why do we need to crack 662? Because that will eliminate that VWAP support and start to crack us underneath the VWAP back down towards the downside. So that's why you got to take that into consideration. Keep that in mind, guys. You got to take your time and understand these setups. Today is Monday. Remember, Monday sets the tone, Friday sets the standards. So right now, after this Friday drop, all we did was bounce our way back on up, holding these key levels. And you got to keep in mind, we're no longer in the 650s. We're back in the 660s. So keep that in mind. We're now in a new price bracket. We went from the 650s now into the 660s. So despite the little pullback that we're getting, Make sure that we stay above 662 to the 660s. We want to stay in the 660 range. So just keep that in mind. So right now, as of now, we're in a $2 range between 664, 662. And again, if we do crack this successfully, 662, you do have room to pull back down to 660. So right now, you're just getting a little major, little minor pullback, nothing major, nothing major. So minor little pullback underneath this pre-market level, right back down to possibly the VWAP. So, okay, so Nadia, are you trying to go long or are you trying to go short? What is your game plan to what you're trying to do? Long or short? What is your game plan? How much was this one? It wasn't really too much of it. Let's see. We'll keep it on watch. So right now, guys, all we doing is holding a low range in between these two price points. That's it. Just keep it on watch to see who's gonna take over. I mean, right now we're still holding, in somewhat we're still holding bullish. I mean, like I said, look at the overall market. The market itself is bullish. Everything is damn near in green. The market is still bullish. So you can't fade that one.
Sorry, no money now traded.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Yeah, like I said, I was kind of in that same. Well, mine's I had to wait for my funds to settle because I forgot it was a banking holiday, so I had to call them up. So for my dang funds to settle. So I couldn't even really do too much of anything either. So all we're gonna do, even though we can't trade, Queen, all we're gonna do is just watch these levels, going into tomorrow. And don't forget tomorrow, guys, we do have. Let me bring up the economic calendar, which I do have. Let me bring that up real quick. Where is it at?
Nadia says, I traded steady, no money. If I knew you are coming, I would have waited.
I mean, but, and that's the thing too, Queen. Y'all don't have to wait for me. I mean, as much as I break down things, I mean, y'all should be having this down pat. Like, y'all should be understanding these levels now.
What's your schedule live trading?
I normally just going through, 1 through 4, but I got, as I was stating, Queen, I was going through a lot because of the baby situation, so that's why I was out a lot. So I mean, excuse me on that. As far as tomorrow, guys, we do have Jerome Powell going to be speaking around 12:20. If anything changes, I will update you guys to let you guys know. From Tuesday going into Wednesday, we do have CPI data. So these are going to be the two major data that are going to be coming out starting tomorrow. We have Jerome Powell speaking, and also going to have CPI data following by Monday. As far as today, really nothing. We didn't really have really anything today, so nothing to really be concerned about. It's going to be basically based off of momentum today. So keep that on watch. So as I was stating right here, Nadia, right here, Queen, look right here. See those buys are trying to get right back on top of? Keep that on watch. The market is still bullish. Like I said, look at that VWAP. VWAP is still holding. VWAP is still holding. We still have this uptrend setup still taking place. Don't count that out. So we look at it from Friday's pullback. We can make another trend line. So we take Friday. Oops, I went the wrong one. If we can take Friday's pullback to here, you got somewhat still of an uptrend going on. See that? So let me make this one white, orange to kind of separate it from the other one. I'll put orange, whatever. So you kind of see we have an uptrend. You kind of see we still have this uptrend, somewhat of a little ascending triangle pattern still going on in between this Friday bottoms and Monday's area right here. We got somewhat of still of an ascending triangle pattern going on. So in order for us to crack or to transition back to a downtrend, we're going to need to crack 662, 661 back down to these lower. Basically, we need to fall back to the 550s, in other words. But right now, you got to keep in mind, we're still holding up pretty well. So don't count that out. It's just a slow, steady mover. So right now, I mean, uptrend is still holding at this time. Uptrend is still holding, so don't count it out. So, I mean, you'll have some good short opportunities for scalps, but not as far as holding, long at this moment. I would get in and out until, we get full confirmation the sellers are stepping back in. But right now, I just don't want you guys getting caught in bad traps, knowing that the market is still holding up. I mean, you can go for scalps, but I wouldn't hold it for long until we get some good, aggressive red candles, kind of like we got Friday. So right now, again, I'll scalp, but I wouldn't hold it as of now until we get full confirmation. Something like this from Friday, how we got these nice engulfing red candles that led to this nice pullback down. Yes, that was a clear sign. But here, I mean, you got a clear uptrend. You got a clear uptrend that just slowly trying to climb its way on up, despite the resistance. But like I said, you can still go for shorts, but I would go for scalps. I would not try to hold it long term, like long until, we get some good confirmation. Crack the VWAP, get some good engulfing red candles back down to the downside that sellers are stepping in. I just don't want you guys getting caught in bad traps. So just be mindful of that. You do have room and opportunities for shorts, but I would, if anything, for right now, I would get in and out. I would scalp. If anything, I would scalp as quick as possible, get in and out, because again, we don't know if we're going to crack. We don't know if buyers going to step back in, trap those sellers, and then go right back on up. So Right now, as of now, we know we got somewhat of an uptrend setup going on. And we know right here that's going to be the problem around 664 that these buyers and sellers are fighting at right now, right around that level. So between, so we are underneath 664 at this time. So, but yeah, I couldn't trade either Nadia myself. Like I said, I had to wait for my funds to settle. Mine settled tomorrow. So, I mean, it didn't really make too much of a move. I mean, we had a little bit of consolidation, a little bit of move here and there. But I mean, it wasn't, nothing for me to hurt and jump in. So kind of saved me anyway from, forcing anything. So I'm going to just keep my eyes peeled to see how we're going to set up from Monday going into Tuesday. So that's what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do at this moment, guys, I'm going to see where these tops was at. I'm going to try to create a channel as far as right now based off of today's movement and pre-market's movement. I'm going to try to set up a little channel, a little range. So I'm going to set up a little range like in between this little level here. So let me take this line off so we don't have too many so right now we're in this little range. You can see these bottoms, you can see these tops at this moment. Alright. So we know what the tops is, we know what the bottoms are. So just keep it on watch, keep it on watch. So right now we're just coming, all we're doing is coming back down from these top areas around pre-market, right back on down. But like I said, you still got the VWAP still staying in place. Just keep that on watch because buyers may try to set up a bear trap. Just be careful. Take a quick scalp on down towards, the 662, 662.50s. Take a quick scalp in and out, but don't hold it until we get full confirmation. I just wouldn't try to get caught in this possible bear trap that they could be possibly setting up. And I keep forgetting that you're not in that other community. I don't know why I always get you confused with Jenna, because me and Jenna and Aussie is in a different community from everybody else, and I keep forgetting you're not a part of it, man. And I do apologize about that, because I be in a different community in the morning trying to get as much information as I can so I can share with you guys. And I honestly be forgetting about that, so I do apologize. Anything else? Let me see. Tesla is the top gainer as of now. Let's see, as far as blue chips, Tesla's top. So how we looking on Tesla at this moment? 220. I'm sorry, 420, 425 with the 430. So we need to, again, for more upside, we need to break above that 430 for that possible pushback up to 435. So watch 430 until we get that breakout. That's going to be resistance at this moment until we break above that price point. So that'll be for my Tesla traders. So 430, we'll keep that on watch around 430 until we get that breakout. All right. Got SPY getting a little weak, It's not like I said, it's nothing really major. It's kind of like it's just in a range, in between this range here. So you're just hitting tops, and again, you're just going for a possible rotation. Just a rotation. Slow rotation. And like I said, today was pretty much based off of momentum because we didn't really have any major data today. So until tomorrow, we're going to have Jerome Powell speaking at noon, and then tomorrow, the day after, we're going to have CPI data. So not knowing, especially with all these dates getting pushed back that way they, have been doing, I don't know how it's going to affect the market. Don't make me lie to you. It could affect it in a positive way. It could affect it in a negative way. We don't know. All I can say is for today is definitely momentum. It's just definitely momentum going off of pretty much price points, and that's pretty much it for right now. So like I said, not really doing too much of really anything. I mean, kind of in this little small range. Not really doing too much of nothing. Tesla, like I said, Tesla's still looking good. I mean, like I said, you're still getting that nice uptrend towards the upside. Trying to go for that 430 push. Anything else, guys, that we need to go over besides we went over Tesla? What about Nvidia now? Let's check out Nvidia. Nvidia, how we looking on that one? Nvidia. Nah, he's somewhat in a little range. He ran up as high as the 190, came right back on down. Like I said, he went as low as 186. 186. So you kind of just
Queen 39 cents. Good.
I got you, Queen. Got you on that. All right, let's check it out. Hood. Hood 140. I mean, you clearly see that 140. 140 at these lows around, what is this, 136-ish, around 136. So we're kind of like in this little mini range here. But we want to see more upside. We want to definitely break back above 140 because that's going to put us back above that VWAP. That's going to put it above the VWAP on that note. So kind of like in this little range right here. Between 140, 136. So you can see where the tops is. You can see where the bottoms are. So again, if we want to see upside, we definitely want to break above 140 for the possible push up to 142 to 144. So as far as hood queen, short or long? Short or long? What you doing? What you doing? What's your game plan? Cause right now we got someone of a little, almost like a downtrend setup. Short.
Short.
Yeah. So right now we got someone of a little downtrend setup going on. We got a little, someone of a little downtrend. Like I said, we want to see more downside. We want to stay underneath that 140. Now, however, they break above 140, then keep in mind we could push up the 142 to 144. So the main area that we want to stay underneath is 140. Stay underneath that VWAP. So keep that on watch. For hood. So yeah, 140 is definitely gonna be your top area. 140. Because you can see right here, we utilize 140 to bounce, we utilize 140 to pull right back down. So you can see right across the board it acted support and resistance. So stay underneath 140. Anything else, guys, y'all want to go over? Anything else? Anything else? SPY still consolidating, not doing too much of that. As I was telling you, I was in a range. So, man, I wish I was able to trade, man. I couldn't. I have to wait for my funds to settle. Freaking bank holidays. It's all good though. I'll look for more opportunities tomorrow. So, you know how we do. Let's see if I see anything else. What else? Okay, damn. OKLO 13%. OKLO. What we had on that one? Went from what? Damn. OKLO went on a nice move. Damn near around what, 158 up towards, damn. So OKLO went on a nice move, 13%. I mean, yeah, 13 or 14%. Let me see. Any news came out on that? Talk about terrorists. I don't really see anything. Yeah, I don't really see anything in the news though on it. All I see is Broadcom jumps 10%. What's moving the market for Monday exactly? What is rallying this bad boy? I mean, other than, you know, your rebounds. I mean, that's about it. Hitting these lows and coming right back on up towards the upside after this dump on off. I mean, I'm just being honest. I mean, other than momentum, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I don't know what Jerome Powell gonna say tomorrow. I don't know what the CPI data is gonna hold. I don't know if we're gonna get this continuation upside, you know, or we're gonna start to pull. See, that's the thing. I can't lie to y'all and tell y'all. The only thing I go off of is what, you know, what we have set up right in front of us. We know that right here around these little pre-market levels, that's holding up as a double top, so that we're not able to break that just yet. So that's holding up as a top. Damn, boy, I wish I would have caught this one. Damn, okay, low. Jeez Louise. But I don't see no, like, major news on it, though. I don't see no major news on this bad boy. Then other than that is what, CRCL, CRWV. I don't see too much of a high percentage on those. The only one on a high percentage on blue chips is Nvidia, Google, and Tesla. What Google's doing? Take a look at Google. I mean, Google went on a nice little move. Got a little pullback bounce right at the open. That was around 240-ish. Right around 240. Got that move right back up towards 243. So, I mean, you got Google on an uptrend. Got that one uptrending. I think Tesla was on an uptrend too as well, right? Yep, still got Tesla on an uptrend. And you have, what was the other one? Nvidia. Nvidia's on what? Nvidia's sideways. Nvidia sideways, but for sure Google and Tesla's on an uptrend. I don't know. It's just something about spots this week. I don't know, guys. I'm just being honest. I don't know. I just feel like we may see some more downside coming. I mean, don't let me scare you, but I just feel like we may. So that's why I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled to see. We may see some more downside coming. I'm gonna keep it on watch to see if we're gonna get this break or hold up as resistance and pull right back down. So what you guys thinking so far, man? What are y'all thinking? What's y'all game plan? What's y'all thought process so far? So like I said, right now SPY's just in a range right now. The only one, like I said, the main one that's in the 3% is Tesla at this moment. Tesla. We gotta get that what was that 430? Yeah, 430 breakout. 430 breakout, and then I know me and Queen just went over hood. That was 140. 140 break. Do I have hood set up in here? Nope, let me put hood in there real quick. Alright, So hood, where we at? 139. So about almost 70 cents away from that 140. So what I'm gonna do is queen. I'm gonna put an alert at 140 to see if we get a 140 breakout. So I'm gonna watch this level, but I know you say you're going for a short. So I'm gonna watch this 140 to see if they're gonna hold. And can they keep those buys underneath 140? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up an alert right at 140. I'm gonna set an alert at 140. Oh, oops. There we go. Alright, cool. So I got an alert for hood. So right now, SPY is consolidating right now. Now you're underneath the indicators. You're underneath the 9 MA, 20 MA. So let's see. Now, thing about it is you haven't crossed over yet as far as those indicators. I mean, you still got the 9 MA sitting on top. So that's why I'm just watching just to see if they're going to, like right here, this little level here, this old resistance, to see if they're going to try to utilize this level to push back up from right here. So I want to see if they're going to try to go for another push. Right about, yeah, right here we had this old resistance at. Yeah, right here. Now being on top of it to see if they're going to hold or will we fall back underneath. It's going to be around 663. So let's see.
G range says.
What's up, G Money?
602 drop on SPY.
What's up, boss? What's up? Yeah, I was talking about that this morning. Well, not this morning. Well, we did go over that this morning. We talked about the 64 level. So we did get that 64 level and pull right back down. So right now, I mean, we definitely started downtrend a little bit. Starting to get a little bit of weakness, falling right back underneath that 663.
G
So.
range says. My fault, QQQ.
Yeah. QQQ. I was watching. What was I watching? I was watching SQQQ and TQQQ because I ain't gonna lie, I was intrigued with SQQQ to see if it was gonna hold above that $15 level. So I was watching that because I only have like a small amount, man, to trade with, man. That's the only thing that sucked because I gotta wait for the rest of my funds to settle for tomorrow. So that was the thing. So I'm just trying to see, but let's take a look, guys, to see what SPY is trying to do overall. Let's see, you know, as we go into tomorrow. So I'm trying to figure out, how can we figure this out going into tomorrow? All right, so let's go back a little bit. So we already know what the strong resistance is, which is around 666. With room, up here in these levels. So we're getting a little small pull back down. We are underneath the 20, the 9, and the 50 at this time. So I mean, you do have like this. I know it's hard to read it right now. I mean, you do have this like bear flag like pattern in a sense. Like if you was to merge these two red candles together, that'll give you this one solid engulfing red candle followed by these green candles. So now I could definitely see more downside coming underneath 662. I could definitely see that as as we can pull back down to 660. So I do see that. If we can lose this little level here, which is around the 662s, I mean, we definitely got room to fall back down to the 660s down.
G-range says.
So I definitely see that.
My put on SPY is 667.
So you got in at 660. Oh, wait, so you already in. Wait, so are you swinging it? You swinging that? I mean, I know we ain't all the way. I mean, the last time we hit that was what, Friday, right? 667. That was like Friday we hit around those areas. All the way up here. That was definitely Friday. All the way 670s all the way down. Now how this week is gonna line up, guys, I'm trying to figure it out. Going off of this setup from Monday's situation on Monday's price points. So again, we know where these top levels are at, and we know where these bottom levels. We know right here buys like to come in right around that 660 range. So we see that it happened once, twice, 3 times. So we know where the bottoms are located, and we know where the tops are located.
G-range says. That's the area I'm waiting on.
Oh, okay. I got you, boss. So yeah, I'm just trying to identify the range for today, going into as we go into tomorrow. So I mean, this is the only range that I see as of now for right now, guys. I mean, this is the only range that I see for right now, is from here. I'm gonna put it into Tuesday. Yeah, so this is the range I see here. From these tops all the way to these bottoms. So that's around 664. I'm sorry, 664 down to the 660s, damn near. But like I said, look at the overall. I mean, VWAP is still holding. I mean, they may still try to hold an uptrend because it's been slow. And normally when you see something slow like this, they're trying to create traps. Because normally, if it's meant to happen, I mean, we should start to see engulfing red candles just yanking. Sellers gonna come in aggressive. The only thing I hate about this sometimes is that slow procrastinating pulls where it look like buyers can try to trap sellers at. That's the only thing I hate about it. Like I like to see that aggressive pull. Well, I mean, we just yanking them, like just scaring the crap out of buyers. But like I said, you gotta keep in mind the VWAP is still holding, 200 still holding, and we still have somewhat of like a little uptrend pattern going on right here. But I did keep in mind, but I did say, guys, we're in a range of between 664 to 662, which that will put us around the VWAP, right around to this level. So you got to keep that on mind. That you do got room to pull back down to the 662s, which we are in the 662s right now, 662.70s. So just a little slow, steady pull back down this way. Like I said, right now I would just be scalping at this time, till we get some full confirmation.
Says, I get it. I just wait on a bigger price level as well.
Yeah. I mean, and at the same time, too, G Money. I mean, you're slowly getting a little rotation, but we want to definitely get back underneath this level that took you out this morning. Like for example, this morning we went from the 559s, right? 559s ran all the way up towards the 663s. Then we pulled back down towards the 559. That's when you got another bounce. Ran back up towards 663, broke above 663 down to 664. So if anything, we want to turn this area right back into resistance where we close underneath this level and get this continuation sell-off. Because we want to just turn this area back into resistance, not support. So what we don't want to happen is we don't want those buyers to set up a bear trap, trapping these sellers right here for a possible bounce right back on up. We want to successfully close underneath that price point. So see how we have lower shadow, but we want the candles to close underneath it. See what they doing? See what I mean? Look, see what I mean by that possible bear trap? See what they could possibly do? They could turn, hood, 140, queen. My hood just went off. Hood, we just talked about it, 140. We just talked about it. And right here, G Money, that's that level I was saying. I hope that we don't want to see those buyers create a bear trap those shorts, or the short sellers, and go for a bounce back on up. So what we want to do is fall back underneath.
Says, yes, sir.
Yeah. So we just want to successfully crack right back underneath that 663 level. We want to keep that counter closed underneath it. We want to trap. We want to take that floor away from those buyers. Because what we don't want them to do is hold this level for a possible bounce back up where you see a red to green move back up. We want to get this. We want to get this continuation sell off. We want to see continuation red candles. So just watch that level. As long as you stay underneath 663, on down to 662.50, from that level down to 662 it go. So right now we're at 662.70. So we want to crack below 662.50. Yes, definitely want to crack back on it, get that continuation. So right now, look like we're in a little weak. Here we go. There you go, G Money. Let's see, can we get it? Let's see, can we start to see the 662.60s? Let's see, can we get it? Let's see those sellers gonna come in. I see 70s. Come on, I want to start seeing. We want to see some 60s. 662.60s. Because we want to get as close towards 662.50 as possible. Because we want to get away from this level. We want to get away from here. We want to start to yank this way. Take them away from here. In another word, pull them away from their home. Pull those buyers away from their home. Get them away. Because we don't want to give them no type of advantage to get back on top of this and push back up. So we want to yank the shit out of them. We want to keep pulling. Get them away from here. So here we go. So 662.70s. We want to get back in the 60s. We want to see the 60s. We want to see the 60s. There we go. Come on. There we go, G Money. We're starting to get it slowly, baby. Starting to get it slow. Come on. Let's get back into the 662.60s. Come on. Right, we don't want to go back up. Let's keep pulling. We want to get back down towards 662.50 as possible. We want to get away from this 63. We don't want to give them no reason to try to bounce back up. Keep them awake. There we go. So we gap down. All right. Gap down. So right now, 70s. We want to go. All right, here go to 60s. There we go. Come on. Don't you bounce. Crack back down. Give us those 50s. Give us the 50s. Alright, right now back on top of 15. Trying to watch these setups. Yeah, because if we could crack 662, you got room to fall back down to the 660s. So we definitely want to start pulling our way back down this way. 662.50s, 662s, and start to yank them. We don't want to give them no leverage. Yank them. We need to yank them. We want to start seeing these prices pull back down into the 60 cent ranges, down to the 50 cent ranges. We want to get away from 70s, back down to the 60s. Do not give them a reason to get back on top of that 63 level. We don't want to see those buys get back on top. We don't want them to create some type of little bad trap. We want to continuously pull back. Because again, we want to turn resistance back into resistance. Because if they break, put it like this, if they break above that, that's going to put it back in this range here. That's going to put them in a high range. So that means that that 63 is going to turn back to support. And all they need to do is break that 64.50 on up. So we want to keep them underneath. Keep them underneath. Do not allow them to get back on top of 63. Keep them underneath. Close underneath. Like I said, we don't want to turn it back to support. There we go. See, upper shadow, upper shadow. What we got left on this count? Oh, should we just open? We got about 4 minutes too. 4 minutes. I mean, your indicators are starting to get weak though. 9 MA starting to bend back down, so that's starting to show a little bit of bearish signals right there. A little bit of bearish signals right there. Cause you got your indicator starting to bend, starting to get a little weak now. Should start to see some 62.60s. Let's see, can we get it? Gotta get rid of the 70s, 70 cents. Let's go back into the 60s. God dang, it look like Tesla still went down. So did we break down? So we did hit the 430s on Tesla. So 430s we hit. Yep, 430s we hit on Tesla. Remember what I told you guys, that we have room to run until that 430? So as long as that 430 can hold, we have possible room to run until 435. So right now, Tesla's still on that uptrend. Still on that uptrend. And right now, it's at 4%. Still got SPY pulling back though. SPY still pulling back though. Despite Tesla going up, still got SPY yanking. All right, now we're in the 660s, 6260s. Now we want to pull down to the 50s. Let's get this yank. Let's get this yank back on down to the VWAP. Let's get this yank. So we need to fall underneath the 6250s. We need to fall. Right now, I mean, they're holding well as far as these tops right here. We just got to get this pullback. And that's crazy that it's Tesla going up, I think he's still yanking on down. That's crazy. So you went from an uptrend to now a possible downtrend. A little bit of pullback coming. Going from straight buyers to not sellers. Yep, there go the 60s. There go the 60s. Come on, 60s. We want to get back into the 50s. 50s. We want to get that flush. We want to get that pullback. We want to pull all the way back down to the 62s. 62s. Because you already lost the 9 MA. You lost the 20 MA. Now what you need to lose now is that 50 SMA. We can lose that 50 estimate. We damn sure got a nice pullback down to that VWAP, because therefore you'll have an indicator gap fill on the downside towards the 662s. Man, I wish I was here for Friday though. Oh man, I would have caught that short. Oh my God, talking about account. Man, I know a lot of accounts changed Friday. For all those who caught that short, congratulations on those Friday who caught the shorts though. That was crazy. I just got back in town, man. I seen that pullback. I was like, geez, Louise. And that was due to the damn tariffs. And that was around 11 o'clock. The minute he opened his mouth about the tariffs, yanked them right on down. Oh, anybody? Oh, let me check my Discord. Let me make sure anybody in my voice calls. I forgot to even open it. My fault. I don't think nobody in it. Is it? Nope. I'm going to open it up, though, for those who may want to join. So I'm opening my voice calls for those who may want to join the voice calls. Alright, guys, I'm setting up the voice call right now. If y'all want to join, y'all can feel free to do so. So I'm setting it up for the voice calls. Y'all can join me if y'all feel like talking. Alright. Why is it up? Oh, I'm trying to put up my Discord. I'm trying to make sure. So if y'all want to join me, guys.
9-42 says, check in.
Alright, I'm about to check it, Queen. I'm putting my my voice call is not available. Why is it not letting me put my damn link though? Invite. Let me see. Is it gonna let me put a link? Alright, voice call. I'm gonna put stream now open. Y'all wanna join me on the voice calls and talk? Feel free to do so, man. I'm right here. Don't hold back. right, and stream now open. All right, cool. So guys, my voice calls is open. If y'all want to join me, I'm here to talk to y'all, whatever y'all want to talk about. All right, cool. Open to the public, guys. We good to go. All right, IWM, spot me. Yep, there you go. G Money, there you go, boss. G Range, there you go, boss. Pull it back down to the 6250 we just talked about. Spy. They're gonna pull back. They're gonna pull back. They're gonna pull back. Man, why is the contracts not moving though? That's the crazy part. Okay, not. I mean, to say that we pulling back, this bad boy is just barely moving. All right, let me see. Oops, my fault. IWM. How we looking? Queen. What about IWM? What about it? What about it? Right. IWM need to break that 244. If you're short, then you need to stay underneath 244 for the pull back down to the 242s. So watch that 244 level. Watch it.
39-42 cents. Short at this.
Yeah, between that yeah, okay, you got two specific areas you can watch as far as IWM. 244, 243.50. And you can see right here, to see where they bounced at, 243.50, trying to bounce back up to 244. So those are going to be your two key levels we need to crack to see some good downside. So as long as you stay underneath 244, next key level we need to crack is 243.50 and on down. See right here that 243.50 is holding up as a little, somewhat of a little support in between 44. So like putting you in this 50-cent range, in a way, 50-cent range. So right now, but it's still on an uptrend, so I'll be very careful still. Be very careful on that. Wait until you get some good confirmation. But just if you want to play a 50-cent scalp, I mean, I would wait for it to push up towards 244, possibly back down to 243.50. You playing a 50-cent scalp, yeah, you can do that. Now, if you want to go for a bigger move, I would definitely wait on those sellers to step in. But right now, I mean, you can clearly see this bad boy still in like an uptrend. You can clearly see this bad boy still in an uptrend. Now, the question is, can we get a double top at 244 for that possible rejection back down? So you can see the candles are transitioning from red to green. You're going from sellers to buyers. So be careful as it's transitioning, bouncing off of 243.50 back up to 244. And it's still on somewhat of an uptrend, so keep that in mind. So, yeah, just be very, very careful because you're still above the VWAP. Your indicators are still holding that bad boy up, and your uptrend is still commencing. So, if anything, if you want to go for a short, make sure that those sellers can hold that 244 level. Watch 244. That's going to be the main thing. You see where you topped out right here, 244. So we want to create a double top underneath that price point back down. So just keep it on watch. But however, if they do break it, the next level they're going to try to go for is possible 246. So just keep that on watch. If they create a U-shaped pattern and break out, they're trying to go to 245 to 246. So just watch. Keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. But right now, it is definitely uptrending. Definitely uptrending. Be very careful today. Very careful because the market is still somewhat strong. The market is still holding up, so I'll be very careful on that. I'll put in, what we at right now? About 40 cents away? I'm going to put an alert. I'll put an alert. I'll put one. I'll put it at 244. All right. 244 and for the downside. Bam. All right, cool. All right, so in G Money, see that? That's why I said we needed to crack underneath that 662.50. See where they bounced at? 662.50, right back on up towards 663. And as I was telling y'all, VWAP is still holding. That's what I was saying. Just be mindful of that. Trend line, uptrends are still holding, guys. Uptrends are still holding. So, you know, you got to keep in mind today is Friday. And you got to think about it, too. We just came from a nice sell-off from Friday. So, of course, you're going to have buyers stepping in, trying to buy these lows, trying to push it back, into, you know, back up to these higher price points. So, buyers are definitely going to take advantage of this drop for the move right back on up. So, you got to keep that in mind. So, just be very careful. Yep, IWM, where we at on Tesla? We already broke above 430. Let's see. Let's see. Right now, 4%. Yeah, so it's just a lot of, like I said, like it's a lot of consolidation. But look at the overall pattern. It still has an uptrend-like pattern. But just watch these levels. Watch these levels. So right now, we're back underneath 63 as far as SPY. Watch this 63 level. Want to turn resistance back into resistance. Keep that on watch. Make sure we stay underneath it. Make sure we stay underneath it. Stay underneath it. And as far as IWM, watch that 244 back down to 243.50.
I'm in QQQ because it's playing off of those levels. It gives me a better strength for today.
So you playing the long, now you jump back over to the long side now, G? Yep, I mean even TQQQ still has this uptrend going on still with this bad boy. So I haven't jumped in on SQQ just yet. And even the contrast wasn't moving a lot. So I didn't even jump in.
Says, to the downside.
On, oh, so you say QQQ. Okay, let me go back real quick. QQQ. Okay, 602s. Okay, so that 602, let's see. Still need 602, because if they can still need 602, we could start to create like a lower high. Almost like a little downtrend setup, you know, beginning with these two specific levels, 603 to 602. But just be mindful though. The market is still somewhat bullish in a sense, so just be very, very mindful. Just be very, very careful today. Be very careful. Because you got to keep in mind, there's no data that came out today. Everything today is purely based off of momentum. So just keep it on watch. Like I said, I mean, look at the market itself. I mean, you got Tesla, what, 4%, followed by Nvidia, Google. So I mean, everything is in the green. Still, I mean, still holding up pretty decent. So I mean, I don't see no reds just yet. None of them really. Even Microsoft being at the bottom, still in the green. So I mean, the market right now is bullish in the same sense. So be careful. Be careful, guys, on shorting. Because it does still kind of give off this little uptrend still, where buyers look like they want to get right back on top of 663 and push. So be very careful. I know G-Range talking about QQQ. Watch that 602 level, where they may try to go for a possible downtrend breakout, try to get back above it. Let's see what happens. Because, I mean, it looked like that's what buyers are trying to do on SPY. It looked like they're trying to go for that uptrend, that possible retest of that 663 back on up.
G-Range says.
Be very.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because like I said, look at SPY. SPY still looking like it wants to create an uptrend, so be careful. I mean, right here, even with QQQ, you got, I mean, it's kind of weird to read, but you still got this little uptrend still, where it does look like it could possibly create somewhat of a little U-shaped pattern if they get back on top of that 602 for that possible pushback up to 603. So just watch that to see if those buys. What time it is right now? About to be 2 o'clock. So yeah, let's see what they're gonna do right here at 602. So yeah, right here, G-Range, watch 602, boss. Because again, if we want to see downside, we need to stay underneath that. We need to stay underneath 602. However, we break on out, then they aiming for 602.50 up to 603. So watch these specific levels right about here. Just be careful. Just watch this level, 602. SPY, as I mentioned, look like it's still on its uptrend. VWAP still holding, as we was talking about. That still looks uptrendish. So as I was telling y'all, the market is still in green, guys. The market is still bullish. I mean, from Tesla all the way down to Microsoft is still in green. I mean, look at that. Bam, what I told you. See, I mean, just see what I mean? That's how I was talking about those bear traps. Right around what price? It's going to be around 663. That's why I said, once I noticed those contracts wasn't moving a lot on SQQQ as well, I was like, you remember I told y'all, even TQQQ looked like it was still setting up on an uptrend. So I knew something was like, I don't think I should short that just yet. I think I should just go ahead and let the buyers have fun with it right now and let them just do their thing. Let the buyers have it for right now. Because you got to keep in mind, guys, let me go to my 12-hour chart. Remember the key levels that I put on my Discord. Not Discord, on my Patreon, I'm sorry. On my Patreon. Right here, guys. Look right here. See where we at? See, this is the candle that we're in right now. Remember, these are 12-hour candles. Once this candle closed out at 1 o'clock, this new candle opened up at 1. And notice the floor that's holding. Notice the floor that's holding at this time, guys. So, come on. Right here. Notice how this floor is holding. Notice how this floor is holding. That's right around that 62 level. See how you're getting like this nice little floor level? And then you got these tops right around 666. You got this little level here. Right here. That we can run up to. So if those bad boys do happen to push, they do have room to push back up to 66. Now, not saying we're gonna break out, but they do have room to run them to it. There's two different ways that's gonna go. Either gonna hit 666 if we do get that push, and then pull back down towards these key levels, or we can.
Range says QQQ as long as I stay under 602.
Yeah, what I told you. Look, G range. What I told you, boss. 602. Didn't I not? Told you to be careful. That's why I told you be careful. Cause I see just like I called out the 663 on SPY. Look at that, my little range. Told y'all keep that 663 on watch. You right back on top of it. And as I mentioned, that uptrend. Same thing with QQQ. Watch that 602. Because it look like buys still have control. They still got control right now in a sense. They still got control. They're still pushing. So just don't get caught in a bad trap, guys. I know y'all want to short. I want to short too. Especially for everybody who missed it Friday. For damn sure. But a lot of buys to push up to strong resistance. A lot of them just push it up. A lot of them push it up to strong resistance. You know, let the buys have it. If you want to go long, ride it long. Ride the possible rotation from these bottoms back up to the tops. Play the rotation. Play the transition from sellers to buyers. Just be careful, guys. Today is Monday. Y'all still got the rest of the week to knock out. Don't force anything if it's not there. So I was telling y'all shorts, man. Shorts is not long-lived. Like I told y'all, go for scalps right now. That's why I said go for scalps. Because y'all don't want to get caught in bad traps. Go for quick scalps, in and out. Because right now, the buyers still have it. You know, you can't argue with that. Buyers still have it. So don't go against the grain. Don't go against it. All they doing now, right back on top of this floor, trying to rotate their way right back up to that 64. IWM 244. IWM, I think it was Queen that asked me about that. I just told her about that as well. There you go. 244. Did I not put my alert, Queen? And I told you to watch 244 for a possible U-shaped pattern. There you go. I told y'all a lot of these stocks are just building uptrends. A lot of these stocks are still bullish. You see an uptrend on SPY, you see an uptrend on TQQQ, you see an uptrend on IWM. A lot of these are still bullish. Don't go against the grain. Guys, as I pointed out, guys, the market is still strong right now. Still set full of buyers. Don't go against it. Not right now, don't do it. If anything go long, you know, play the long side. Play the rotation back up. But yeah, trying to short it, all you're going to do is get caught in a bad trap. Don't do that. I mean, you can clearly see nothing but uptrends. QQQ should be an uptrend. Uptrend. Tesla. Oops. Tesla. Uptrend. I told y'all, be careful. Be careful. The market is telling you what it's doing. It's bullish. Don't go against it. Not until we get full confirmation. It's going to be a lot of consolidating. So that means if we get a breakout, what's going to be the next key level? We know if they go for that breakout at 664, the next level is going to be the 666 up to that 668. But we know for sure 666 is going to be a tough area, so we're going to watch that too. So we're going to wait to see if they're going to go for that 664 breakout of the 666 because we know that's where the next possible strongest resistance is. But right now, yeah, they're definitely on an uptrend right now. So be very, very careful right now. Very careful. I'm not saying sellers can't step in, but right now, you just don't want to put yourself in an awkward position of getting caught in bad traps. Because right now, guys, all those buys did was take this old resistance, now utilizing it for support. You notice that? The same price point, 663, went from resistance, now to support. Now, thus, putting you in this range. Because we know what the new tops is, 664.50. So, let me round it up a little bit, too. Let me put 50. You know me, I like to round stuff off. I'm going to put 50. Go up a little bit, just a little bit. All right. And then look at Tesla. What I told y'all about Tesla, guys. Long as they hold 430, where that bad boy could possibly push up to, I told you. I told you. It's bullish. Do not go against the grain. Don't do it. It's going to be possible 435. 432.50 up to 435. So let me set up another little line. So we're going to put 42.50. I mean 32.50. I'm sorry, 32.50. Right here, right where we at. Right? That was crazy. I wasn't even paying attention to the price point until I put my line. And then we break it above that price point. And there go your Tesla push. There go your SPY push. So I told y'all guys to be careful. Don't go against the grain. I told y'all we could be setting up for possible bad traps and could be setting up for uptrends. I told y'all. And look at Tesla still pushing. That's crazy. That bad boy still going. Let's see if they're going to turn this to 3250 to support and try to go for that continuation push on up.
G-Range says, that's dope, I get you. You're definitely right. I'm just a straddler. I make sure I'm good on both sides of the play regardless.
Yeah, and again, boss, and that's why I said I'm always going to tell you things to help you, not hurt you. So, I mean, even if, things may go over your head, that's why I tell you, that's why I go over everything. I go over my charts, my not just my charts here. I go over my list showing that, whether we healthy or unhealthy. I go over my 5-year chart. I go over my 12-hour chart.
Even if I'm just playing for today, I still get long-term contracts.
Yeah, and again, I was just trying to do what I can, to help you out, not put yourself in an awkward position with the, with the shorts. Because that's why I was telling a lot of shorts, man, don't do it. Don't do it. That's why I kept warning everybody, do not do it, because we went over everything. We went over the list, which was showing that we are positive. Everything is in the green. We went over the 5-minute chart. We went over the 12-hour chart. We went over I think that was it. But we broke down everything that specifically said everything was still bullish. Still bullish. I mean, you can clearly see it. Look at the uptrend that's still taking place. Look at this uptrend. Uptrend still taking place. Still above the VWAP. Same thing with Tesla and everything else. Look at that. Tesla, as I was telling y'all, we break above that 430, we could possibly push up to what? 435. Told y'all. I know you was on QQQ. And as I was telling you, what I told you, boss, a possible U-shaped pattern, U-shaped breakout pattern that could, I said, watch that 602 to see if we was going to hold underneath or break above it. I said we break above, we could possibly push right back up towards that 603. Getting a nice little downtrend breakout, getting a nice little U-shaped pattern, so keep that on watch. Still holding an uptrend still. Just be careful. Just be careful. Because I know a lot of y'all want to short. Trust me. I want to short too. But right now, the buyers have it because you got to think about it. All right. Put yourself in the buyer's position. If you got the market dropping all the way down to the lows, wouldn't you not jump in as a buyer and buy as much lows as possible for the movements back on up? Think about it. I mean, from Friday's dump. Look at this. So from Friday's dump, wouldn't that not put you in a position of a buyer, buying as low as possible and racking up as much as you can towards the upside? I mean, look where your sellers came in at. 673, 674, that's where you had your flush. Now, however, look how much room, if we was to get that push, look how much room they have to go back up to retesting this key level. So look how much room you have to go up. Look how much room you have money to make on the upside. You got to think about that, guys. Think about that. So picture this being a gap fill. Picture this being a gap fill. You done dumped all the way on down. And right here, if those buyers go for that push, all you're doing is filling the gap right back on up. Thus making almost like an ugly ass cup in a sense. If they break above that 664, 665 and push up here, you're halfway to the cup. You break this key level all up, you done completed the cup. It's like a gap fill on up. That's all it's doing. And think about it. Now, guys, you done broke out of a downtrend setup, now transitioning over to an uptrend. You're no longer on a downtrend setup. This downtrend that no longer exists. Remember, every time I create these trend lines, it separates buyers from sellers, bears from bulls. So we know we underneath the purple line. That's what? That's bearish, right? And we above the purple line. That means that we're bullish. All you're doing is crossing, going from one to the next. You're going from bears to now bulls. So that means that now breaking above that trend line, this trend line here, bulls have control. So why would you go against the grain if it's clearly showing you we're breaking out of a downtrend? We're literally transitioning from sellers to now buyers. So why would you go against that if you know now buyers is nothing but buyers who's collecting all these lows and pushing back up to the upside? So if you are short, why not let the buyers do the work for you? Why not let the buyers push up to a strong resistance where you can now take advantage of it to now reverse it back down? And if you want to go long for the moment, so you don't miss out on anything. Instead of just waiting on shorts, going on the long side, take advantage of that for the time being until we get some strong resistance. Nothing wrong with that. take advantage of it. Because all they did was, as I showed y'all guys, was go from a downtrend to now what? Uptrend. That's all they did. Take the, come on, that damn line. Sorry about that, guys. So all they did was just go from these bottoms and utilize this. See that? Went from all you did was go from a downtrend to now an uptrend. So what we're gonna do is, instead of taking this off, we're gonna just darken it. Just in case we do, so happen to fall back down to that downtrend. I'm gonna just darken it. I'm gonna still keep my line though. Bam. And we're gonna focus on what we're on right now. It's an uptrend. And don't it look like we're in somewhat of an ascending triangle pattern right now? Take this trend line and then you take that heavy resistance where it look like you are in an ascending triangle pattern. So don't that look like an ascending triangle versus a descending wedge? Just don't go against the grain. Take that purple line and look at your resistance. Don't look like you're in somewhat of an ascending wedge at this moment where it look like it could, if those buys come in aggressive, where they can possibly squeeze up. So don't put yourself in those positions. Don't go against the grain. Don't go against it, man. If the market is right there in front of your face, you got to learn how to read it. You got to learn how to read it. That's why when I do look at charts, I don't just look at one specific intraday. I like to put everything together. All I did was take Friday's setup and bring it to Monday's setup. That's it. By using Friday's lows and Monday's lows, created what? An uptrend, and also gave me an ascending triangle pattern, gave me a setup. So it's just, instead of just looking at this here, not knowing what's behind it, I wouldn't know what it's going to do. But right here, based off of Friday's bottoms and Monday's bottoms, connecting together, it's giving me an ascending triangle pattern. It's also giving me an uptrend. You got to read between the lines, guys. Read between the lines.
Says, yes, sir, go long. Play shorts.
Yep, so right now, I mean, it looked like we're in somewhat of an ascending triangle pattern, boss. I mean, again, if those buys go for that squeeze, right above that 664.50, then what's next? 665 up to what? 666. And then we go back to my other chart that we had before. How far can we go? Let's go right here, G-Range. Look right here, boss. You remember what I showed you on the 12-hour chart on SPY? Look right here. We already survived the 662, right? Next key level is going to be what? Up towards where? 666. Why? Because look where your sellers came in aggressive at last time. You ran up towards 666, yanked them on down, right? So in order for you to get to this level, we need to break above what? We need to break this level first. We gotta break level 1 first in order to get to level 2. So you have room to run up to 66, but not saying we're gonna break it. But we know we have room to run up to it. If y'all know, and okay, let me take a step back a little bit. It's a possible setup. Not saying it's gonna happen. Not jumping the gun. I'm gonna ask you guys this. What you think that y'all, or what pattern do you think y'all possibly see right now? G-Range, Queen, Nadia, anybody else? What possible range, not range, but what possible pattern you think could possibly set up? Possibly. It's a big possible, possibly. What y'all think? I see it. I want to see if y'all see it. Queen, G-Range, Nadia, Jenna, Aussie, whoever else is on here. What do y'all see? What pattern do y'all see right in front of y'all? A possible pattern that could form if
39-42 says H.
Well, not just the H, but what? Put it together. Put it together. What do you see? A possible what? Put it like this. If we couldn't break above that 666.40 and held up as resistance, what is that creating? What is that creating, guys? If y'all, like I said, I can draw it out. I can clearly see it. If we don't get it, I'm just waiting on y'all to answer before I draw it. Y'all give up, or y'all know it? You close to the H though. You close to the H. I give you that. But there's another pattern. A standard pattern. A standard pattern, Queen. Standard pattern.
Queen 39-42 says head and shoulder.
Yes, ma'am. So, for example, we already got shoulder number 1. Right? We got it up here, head, right? Get this bounce, and say if it's this hold, that'll create a right shoulder, right? For a possible move right back on down, and also you get rejected where? At that trend line. Once and twice. creating a what? Lower high. See that? Now y'all can see it, even with my drawing. A possible head and shoulders pattern that could possibly form if we don't get that breakout above that. If those bars do not hold that above 6640, that it could make a possible head and shoulders pattern. Shoulder here, head here, possible shoulder here. Also, thus creating a what? Lower high, because you could not get back up to these highs here. You created a what? Lower high, which is what I have drawn right here. You have this high here, which is around the 670s, and then right here around the 666. Thus creating a double top and a second rejection off of that red trend line back on down, giving you a head and shoulders pattern. So that's one. So yeah, head and shoulders queen. I see it. So that's why I told y'all, watch this key level here, because we know exactly where those sellers came in aggressive at. Right here. Psychologically. What I told y'all, guys. The market is 90% psychology, 10% strategy. So, on a psychological basis, if sellers come up or buyers move up here, where you think your seller's going to be sitting at? Between the areas of here and here. Right around these two specific levels. But the main area they're going to try to stuff those buyers is underneath here. So, keep that on watch. Keep it on watch, because you got to think about it. And also, and the reason why I'm saying is because look at your indicators. Your indicators already turned. So you're no longer on top of it where you was going on this continuation bullish rally. So also keep that in mind. So see, when we was on this bullish rally, we stayed on top of the 9 MA, 20 MA, 9 MA, 20 MA, 9 MA, 20 MA, 9 MA, 20 MA. Now, as we come back this way, look what happened. Your indicator now then fell underneath the 20. So it looked like it may reverse. However, like I said, if we get that rejection, which you can see right here, where your indicator is sitting at, that'll be one resistance. And then now you'll also have the 660, 640 resistance, thus possibly holding up as strong resistance. So as we come up here, that could lead to an area getting stuffed over, basically breakout failures. Breakout failure, breakout failure, breakout failure, breakout failure, then wind up starting to slowly turn his way back on down, thus giving you a right shoulder. So, it's a lot of things to think about. So, always plan ahead, man. Always plan ahead. Always think ahead when I'm watching these things. Always plan ahead. Think ahead. That's the main thing. But yeah, but that was the right call, Queen. Head and shoulders, Queen. Possible head and shoulders that could form. Possible head and shoulders. You nailed that one. So yeah, you're right on that. So shout out to you on that one. Shout out to you, Queen, on that one, calling it out. So, that's why I mentioned, if we can break out of these key levels, the next level they're going to move up to is 565 to 566. Right around in these little areas right here that we keep on watching. So, that's why I'm going to set up my lines. Because we tried to bounce. We ran up as high. What was this high level? Right around 668. Then pull right back on down. So, right where my line is at. Almost right where is that? Right here. So you got room to run up to this bad boy, and then possible right back on down. So I'm gonna keep it on watch to see where we go. But yeah, good call, great call on that, great call. But yeah, guys, like, man, take time to look at a 5-year chart. Take time to look at. Matter of fact, let's look at the 5-year chart to see where we at right now. Cause you remember, Queen, you was with me. Did I not say when that Friday pullback happened? Queen, what was I screaming out before we hit before Friday pullback? Queen, when I went over my 5-year chart, right? What was I yelling out on this 5-year chart? That basically gave the prediction that was gonna get a nice pullback coming. That which happened Friday. Queen, G-Range, I don't know if he's with me. Jenna, whoever else. What did I alert that could have given us that nice pullback? For Friday, what was it? What was it, Queen? By looking at my 5-year chart, what did I call out? What did I call out? What was I bringing to everybody's attention? I'm gonna put it right here so I can see your alert. This is my 5-year chart, guys. I was giving everybody the heads up that we could possibly see a pullback coming at a specific area. How did I know this? How did I know this? By looking at my 5-year chart, can y'all answer this? Looking at my 5-year chart, what was it that made me alert everybody ahead of time before the pullback even happened Friday. When I was alerting everybody Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of last week. What was it, Queen? Because I think you was with me. What was it? And Nadia, what was it? What made me tell it?
39-42 says, trend line rejection. I wasn't here on Friday.
That was it. That was it.
Rejection.
That was it. That was it. Boy, you killing these. Boy, you killing these. Yep. Because oops, I went to the wrong thing. Close that. My bad. Go to new. You called it. That was it. Because what did I say? Last time we hit that red trend line was all the way in 2021 where we had that major pullback in 2022, which caused that nice yearly pullback. Then I said, guys, all we did, every time we hit the green trend line, we bounce. 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 Every time we hit the red, pull back. Hit the red, pull back. That was your second hit. And where did that rejection came in at? Around that red trend line. And you got that yank back Friday, didn't you not? Now you see the rotation, guys? Y'all clearly see that rotation? Clean and cut. Look at that. I mean, within this trend line. Look at this. Tops. Bottoms. Look at this. Look at this. Still within that range. Hit that red trend line. Pull back. Where do you think your sellers was coming in at? Red trend line. And what happened Friday? Caught that pullback. Didn't you not? I warned everybody last week. Be prepared. I can't tell you what's gonna happen, but just be prepared for it. The only thing I can do is prepare you for it. Can't say what's gonna happen afterwards. I don't know. So Friday should have been account changing for a lot of people. Look at that dump. That should have been account changing. Literally account changing. 73 all the way down to what, 40s? In the 40s? Yeah, 46. Man, that was account changing. Imagine you getting in at 40, imagine you getting in at 73, right? Friday. Around 73, 74, and you just hold it. And this damn thing just dropping all the way on down to the 40. Whoo! Boy, talking about account changing.
Queen 39-42
Jeez Louise.
says, I wish I would have been in front of computer.
Yeah, well, like I said, it didn't happen till 11 o'clock. That's when he made the announcement about the tariffs. That's when it happened. But I was telling everybody to be prepared for it. I just can't tell you the days when it's going to happen. I don't know. You know, I don't know how the market is going to react. But at least I'm telling you about the certain areas to watch out for. But I alerted it. And then, G-Range, what I told you. You better caught that long. I told you. 602 to 603, you better caught it. You better caught it, boss. You better caught that QQQ play. I called it. I told you, 602 to 603, baby. U-shaped pattern breakout. I told you. You know I ain't going to lead y'all wrong, man. Come on now. And what I said about SPY, I said in triangle pattern, and we do break above that 664.50, we could push up to us 666 and 668, sorry. So keep that on watch. We got room to come up to these areas. Why 668? And we go back. After we had that dump on off Friday, what was the next key area? After we had this dump on off and with that bounce, where did we get rejected? 668. Then you came on down. So we take that down this way. Look how much room you got to that 666 to 668 if they go for that squeeze. Look where you at. 666, which is on that 12-hour chart, and you got that 668, which was Friday's bounce rejection. So you got those two specific areas. So you can look at it from both sides on how you want to play it. You know, we get a breakout, you go long to see can we get that push up to 666 to 668. Or if you want to go short, watch these key levels to see if we're going to hold for a move right back on down, because that will create an overextension. Because especially if you get a push now, knowing that your indicators are down here and you go up, you're going to be overextended. If those indicators remain right here, the 9 MA, 20 MA, for example, and that bad boy so happens to spike, man, that's an overextension. So it's spot two different ways you can play this. Two different ways you can play this. Like I said, the U-shape breakout on up, all the way for the overextension, back on down. Two different ways you can play this. Two different ways you can play this. what time it is right now? 2:25. So I mean, we haven't got the push yet. We still consolidating, but y'all notice we consolidated in the higher range. We're no longer at these bottoms no more. Now we're in between 63 to 64. So keep that in mind that you're going up, not down. And then again, they break out of this range. Look how much room you have to go towards the upside.
G-Range says, yes sir, good retest. I'm where you at with it.
I told you, 602 to 603. I told you, boss. As long as we held 602, watch for that push up to 603. Bow. I told you, we may catch a U-shaped pattern. There you go. Hope you caught it. Congratulations if you did, boss. So right now we still got some.
G-Range says,
Yeah.
QQQ.
Yeah, that's what I got. I got it right here. QQQ. I got it right here. But I'm talking about to my spy traders. We still got some ways to go. I mean, we want to see if we're going to get that push. Right now, look at that. Your 9 MA is crossed right back on top of the 20 MA. You're still on top of the VWAP. So it look like it may be gearing up. It may be gearing up because everything is crossed back up towards the upside. So that 9 MA is no longer at the bottom now underneath the 20. Now it's crossed right back on top of the 20. So therefore, that's bullish. So that means that bad boy could be going for a possible squeeze in due time. Because as long as that 9 MA moves up like this, it's gonna, even with the indicator, it's gonna create some type of a squeeze. So watch, for example, if I draw that and match that right where that indicator is, and I put it blue, something like this, and change that color to blue, matching that indicator. Watch this. Don't you think it'd be creating somewhat of an ascending triangle pattern within itself, within the indicator itself too? So that's another way you can do it too. As long as you stay on top of that 9 MA and that 9 MA moves up, create like a little indicator squeeze. We have some little key areas where we've done this before. Watch, I'll show you for example. We've done this before. With just the indicator alone. Let me close this one out. What was it at? We had like a little indicator squeeze. It was kind of like right here. Put like a little line. You kind of see right here where that 9 MA moved up. Right here, this old resistance line. Indicator squeeze. And then if that 9 MA so happens to continue on up towards 663 to 664, that create a ascending triangle squeeze within itself too. So be mindful of that. That 9 MA is right back on top, and all it's doing is holding SPY up. It's just coasting it up. And you can see right here in the past. Look right here. Held it up, came down to the 20, got right back on top of the 9. Down to the 20, back on top of the 9. 9 just carried it on up, carried it on up, carried it on up. So the only reason why we came down here, because we got overextended. Because the 9 MA couldn't reach up as high as that 664.50. It wound up turning right at 664. So that created, so it lost value. Which is why, so as SPY ran on up, it wound up leaving a 9 MA, getting overextended, fell right back on down. And remember, we went over that car analogy. SPY leaving off of that 9 MA, trying to run into a strong resistance is no difference than you trying to jump out of your car and run into a brick wall with just your body. You already know the result of that, what's going to happen. So what you need, in order for you to have a great impact, what you need? Your car, right? Utilize that 9 MA as your car. You try to do it without the car right here, you fail. Gotta get back in that damn car to break that wall. Try to go up here without the car, ran into that brick wall. Need that 9 MA to get you right back on up. So notice that. Right now you're getting a little overextended. You're trying to bounce right off that 9 MA right into resistance. So you're about to start this overextension soon. The overextension is possibly about to start up. Keep that on watch. So your 9 MA is down here, but your SPY is up here. So it may try to go for it. It may. Keep it on watch, guys. It may try to go for it. It may try to go for it. Let's see what these buys gonna do. Cause you're already starting off with an overextension already off of that 9 MA. So let's see. Let's see what they about to do right now. We already got TQQQ already moving. That's looking good. G range, there go your QQQ 603. There you go with that one. So let's see if they about to go for the squeeze. Let's see if they go for this overextension pop real quick. Let's see if they about to do it. Let's see if they're gonna do it. I want to see if they're gonna go for it. Which is a good sign for the shorts. I mean, that's a good sign for y'all. Catch that overextension. So let's see. So you notice how it jumped off that 9 MA. It's trying to run into a hard ass brick wall without the assistance of that 9 MA. See what happened last time. Try to jump off of it. Failed. Try to jump off of it. Failed. And look what it's trying to do now. So let's see. Is it about to go for a squeeze real quick? Let's see what it's about to do. I think it may try to give for that squeeze. I think it's gearing up for that 640, 664.50. We about to do it. There go that overextension we talked about. Let's see if we're gonna get it. So what we want to see is the breakout. We want to see that break and that push, because that'll help out the shorts even better. That'll help out the shorts even better. Because, and the reason why I'm saying this is because you want to get away from the 9MA. Because the 9MA is like a magnet. So it's like every time you get away from that, like the blue indicator, anytime you get away from the 9MA, you return back to it. See that? Notice it. Anytime you get away from that 9MA, you return back to it. Get away from it, you return back to it. Even on the down, it works on the downside as well. You get away from it, you return to it. Get away from it, you return to it. So you notice how it acts like a magnet on both sides of the fence. It can push it back up, pull it back on up, and it can yank it back on down. So it's like a magnet. So if y'all look at it from that standpoint, from a short standpoint, let it get overextended. It's gonna help you out. Because what you don't want to do is try to short on the 9MA. You know, especially if that bad boy's still holding, because you'll get caught in a squeeze. You want to catch the overextensions. 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 So if that bad boy squeeze, then you going for a short and let it rip. Get away from that 9MA. Because you don't want to get caught trying to short here, knowing that 9MA is still holding it in order for the squeeze push it on up. That's what you don't want to do. Get your ass caught in that trap. That's no. Don't do that. Let it get overextended. If that bad boy rips and that 9MA sits here, after it finishes, 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be returning right back on down. So here we go. We just talked about it. Let's see. Let's see if it's about to get excited. Let's see if these buys. And like I said, G range, there go your 603, boss. There go your 603. Congrats. Congrats. 603, baby. Let's see. Let's see if they're about to go for this overextension squeeze. I want to see if they're going to go for it. Because we should, if they are going for it, we should be seeing a breakout. We should be pushing above this 664.50 up to 665 plus. That's what we should be seeing if they're about to go for it. God dang, Tesla. Oh, I told y'all. Tesla, I told y'all. Did I not say 35? Call me a liar. Did I not say we hold 30? 35. Shout out to my Tesla traders, baby, for the longs. 30 to 35, I told y'all. I told y'all. I told y'all. Longs, baby, don't short it right now. I told y'all, go long. Go long. Shout out to my Tesla traders on that one. From 430 to 435, that was a $5 mover. There you go. Shout out to my team on that one. Shout out to the team on that one. That's what I'm talking about. Now, the next key level, if those buys are still pushing, we should be seeing up to 40 with the mid area of 37.50. So let's change, let's add, and let's utilize this one and put 37.50. Because now we're moving to a new channel. So let's put 7 on this one and bump you up. Bam, that's a new range. So let's see if they're going to hold this 35. If buys can hold 35, they have room to push their way back up towards 37.50 to 40. However, they do lose it. You do have room to fall right back down towards that 32.50. So think about this as a channel, one big channel, right? I'm gonna put the colors on it. Think about it as a $10 channel, $10 channel on Tesla. So that'd be your tops. This would be your bottoms, and this would be your mid area right here. This would be your mid area. So I'm putting in yellow. Y'all know how to do. Bam. There you go. There goes your channel. 30 to 40 with the mid area of 35. So watch that. Keep that on watch. Let's see. But yeah, like trying to short this right here, don't do that. That's a trick. I'm telling you, it's nothing but a trick. Unless the only way you can successfully do that if you get a yank, a hell of a yank. I'm talking about engulfing red candle yank. But when this bad boy sitting on top of this like that, 9 times out of 10, if it's still uptrending the way it is, it's nothing but a bad trap. Because what people does is once they see red candles, they get excited. They start to, oh man, I'm about to go in for the short. They get so excited, not realizing that 90 MA is still holding them up, the 20 MA is still holding them up, and you're still somewhat of an uptrend. It's like right here, you can clearly see a sign of sellers to buyers. You can clearly see you got way more majority of green candles this way than you had this way. This way you had more red candles because you was coming down. But this way you're going back up. So right here would be the area where a lot of shorters get so excited to try to jump in right now, thinking that it's about to dump. But let's see. Let's keep on watching. Let's see. Because if we want a successful dump, we got to yank them. We got to yank the shit out of them. Because you want to crack through all your indicators. Because you don't want nothing to hold you up. Crack your 9, crack your 20, crack your 50, all the way back down to that VWAP where you're also cracking this trend line. But you notice, look what that 9 MA is doing. See that? See how so many sellers probably try to jump in, so excited, thinking the shit about to go down, not knowing that 9 MA itself is just holding it up, and they're going right into a possible bear trap. See what I mean? By just taking your time and understanding it. Let's see what we're going to get, though, guys. Let's see. Let's see what we get. Because like I said, if they want a successful pull, they're going to have to pull. Like, literally pull. They're going to have to literally pull back underneath 663. They're going to have to pull back underneath here. This is the area they're going to have to pull back on if they want a successful sell-off. Because you're taking away the 9 MA, you're taking away the 20 MA, and you're also damn near taking the 50. You're taking away all those indicators that's helping them up to begin with. So think about it. What helped them go up? 9 MA, 20 MA, and also your 50 SMA. So if you notice that, we're still on top of those bad boys, still holding up on an uptrend. So that's why I tell everybody, be very freaking careful to not bypass that. So let's see. What time we got? 2:37. All right, let's keep it on watch, guys. Let's see what we get. Are they gonna get a successful sell-off? Can those sellers come in hard and yank them, or is this another bear trap for a possible pushback on up? Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. Because I ain't gonna lie. Now, the reason why I'm calling this out, because I used to fall for this. I used to not pay attention. I used to have these indicators on my chart and still not pay attention because I was so excited, overwhelmed, like my FOMO was getting the better of me. I bypassed the indicators. I bypassed the VWAP. I'm not even thinking because I'm so desperately wanting to trade that, I'm bypassing everything that's showing me what's holding spot to begin with. I'm bypassing the 9 MA. I'm bypassing the 20 MA. I'm bypassing the 50. I'm bypassing the VWAP. I'm just jumping in because I see red. Not even thinking that, damn, this is a whole uptrend I'm jumping into. Going the opposite way. So let's see. Let's see what's about to happen. So right now we're pulling. Sellers pulling. Let's see. Can we successfully pull them back down underneath that 663? Gotta successfully pull them back down. Let's see. To avoid a huge bad trap. Because what you don't want them to do is make a big ass lower candle. Lower wick. Because you don't want the body to get back on top. You want this bad boy. You want them to come in aggressive and yank them. You want to fall back down, because you don't want them to set up no big old bad trap, a big bad trap with the body of the candle go right back on top of that damn 9 MA. You want to see what I mean? See how slow? You see how the body slowly, like right now you're holding on top of the 20 MA, which is creating that lower shadow. The buyers are trying to get right back on top of the 9 MA, trying to. So let's see. That's why I want to see who's gonna have control right now. The buyers or sellers. All right, so right now we pulling. Now, if those sellers, again, if sellers want to have a successful yank, they're gonna have to put them back underneath that 63. They're gonna have to successfully do it right now. They got the opportunity. At least create 2 candles down. If they can successfully close this one, at least by right here, and then get that next candle closed, then we can definitely start to see a reversal when we start to crack this trend line back down. But you notice where your buyers are sitting at. Them buyers are desperately trying to hold this key area. They're trying to avoid those sellers from trying to take it out. That's why you're getting a little bit of an lower shadow right here. You got buyers trying to push it back up. Pay close attention to details. Because again, we know what this level means. Because look how it acted as resistance at one point. Now, buyers are trying to utilize it for support. So let's see. Still getting into a tighter wedge. Tighter wedge. Alright, let's see. Yeah, once I started to understand on how to read that, I was like, now I'm seeing what these slick what they be doing on how to be catching me. I'm like, I see what y'all doing. And that's how I used to always get caught up. I was like, man, we at least want one of those red candles to fall back under here. if we want to see a successful sell-off. Let's see where we go, guys. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. We're still in this range. We're still in this range. Don't count it out. We're still in this range. Still in this range. Still got these tops. Still got these bottoms. Don't count it out yet. Because either we gotta, well, again, we're gonna either break out or we're gonna crack it. Let's see what the buyers versus the sellers about to do. Because right now, this will be the seller's opportunity to yank them right now. Get them away. Get them away from that 64. They need to yank them down. Tesla back underneath the 35. Come on. Let's see. Sellers need to take it out. 63. Because we need to crack this line. We need to crack this. Again, we need to turn resistance back into resistance. I mean, they got somewhat of a little lower high build going, you know, a little small little downtrend setup going on right here too. I do see that. I do see this little, it's like they right in a little crossroad right now. So who gonna win this one? Right in a little crossroad. Uh-oh, let's see. Who gonna win this one? Yeah, starting to see those sellers starting to yank them. Let's see. Can we stay underneath that 63? 63, baby. 63. Yank them. Close it. Close it. What we got left? 3 minutes. 3 minutes. So we want to successfully close underneath that 63. We need to successfully close underneath. We also got Tesla pulling back, guys, from 435 back down to that possible area of 432.50. Keep that on watch. So right here, we need to get that counter to successfully close because you don't want those buyers to turn into support. Let's see, can we successfully close underneath? Turn this back to resistance. Turn it back to resistance. Turn it back to resistance. There you go. Let's see. See how we fell to that 50? 50 is lined up right with that. Let's see. They're going to have to come in hard. Those sellers going to have to come in aggressive because they're going to have to take away all those levels real quick. There we go. Let's see, can we hold it? There you go. There you go. Come on. Keep it on watch, guys. Keep it on watch. Watching this level right here, because again, you don't want those buys to save this level. Keep pulling. There you go. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. There we go. There we go. There we go. There it is. There it is. Yank them. What got left? 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I ain't gonna lie, I was anticipating that. I ain't gonna lie, I was anticipating 66. That's really what I was anticipating. I'm gonna keep it on watch. Because I wanted 66 to 68, but I wanted that overextension because I was trying to catch it. Oh, I was trying to catch it. I wanted that overextension. Watch the body of that candle. Let's see. What we got left? 1 minute. Want those sellers to keep them underneath. Keep them underneath. Keep them underneath.
Range says. Boom.
There we go. Keep them underneath. Keep them underneath. See that lower shadow? The body of the candle getting right back on top of 63. See, you don't want those buys to turn into support. We don't want to see pullback failure. You don't want to see a pullback failure because these were the areas where these buyers can try to trap those sellers at. See how I got back on top of that line? See what I mean? That's why I say you want to successfully crack it. Don't give the buyers a reason. Don't give them a reason. And then on top, they got that trend line bounce too. Watch that. See what I mean? See, I got right back on top of that price point, 63. So you got your what? 1, 2, 3 candles down. Oh, let's see what's about to happen. Uh-oh. I know they ain't successfully pull them like they were supposed to. Let's see what's gonna happen. They were supposed to close this candle underneath it. Let's see. this level, guys. Watch right here. Watch right here. See little shadow slowly forming right at 63. See that? What I told y'all. What I told y'all. Let's see. See, got that 50 SMA. Come on, sellers, are y'all gonna do it or what? Let's see. Man, I ain't gonna lie, Jtraedz, I was waiting for that 66, 68. I was ready. Oh, I was ready. Oh, I wanted that pop. I wanted that overextension. Oh, I wanted that so bad. But why is the SQQQs? Wait, what we at right now on it? Let me see. Cause like, why is it not moving? The contract I'm talking about. Got the right date, right? Yeah, I got the right date. What we at on this? 15. So why is it not? I don't know. It's just moving slow. I don't know. It's like the contract's not exploding like I thought it was. I only moved what, 10 cents ish. So watch this level. Watch this level, guys. Watch that level. Watch this trend line. Watch this trend line. Watch that level. Let's see. Yeah, cause man, that shit should have been spiking. Yeah. So normally when I see something like that, that means something ain't right. Something ain't adding up. Cause that contract should have been shooting like crazy. Something ain't adding up. Something isn't adding up. Only 10 cents. That's weird. What were the lows? 62. I don't know. That was just weird. That it ain't move a lot like I thought it was gonna move a lot. All right, still pulling. Still pulling. Got 2 minutes to this candle close. I see SQQQ trying to get right back on top of this 15.05 level. But it's like the contracts ain't doing too much of this shit. It's just it's like neutral. Cause I was gonna jump in it, but man, it's like barely even moving. How long did that take just to make 8 cents? How long was that? Yeah. Shit, just let me look at SPY's contract here. That dang. What price point was that? 664. It's 13. I'm just looking at the contracts real quick, guys. I'm just trying to, I want to see how it looks. Yeah, I should have just stuck with damn SPY. So I should have just used the SPY contracts that, yeah, way better. Should have used that one. Yeah, I would have banked on that. Yeah, just that SQQ and I didn't really do too much. But like rally moved. What we got left? 20 seconds. Yep, so right now look like we're gonna be right back underneath that 663 level, guys, in about 5 seconds. So let's see. And I'm also watching this damn trend line. I want to see if we go crack this trend line. Look like we about to. So we are back underneath 663. We are back underneath that price point. Watching this bad boy. What was the lows on these? 50 cents? Oh, it wasn't bad at all. That was like $100 move on that one. I should just grab that one. Shit, grabbed it. 200 right there. I was too busy. I thought that SQQQs were gonna move, but they ain't do shit. Ain't move for nothing. Yeah, look like we are back underneath the 50, underneath 663. So we need to, we should start pulling back. Where we at right now? 662.80. We should be pulling back down towards that VWAP, if anything. Yeah, watch this level here, guys. Make sure we stay underneath that. If you're going short, make sure you stay underneath that 663. You want to get that pull back down towards the 662.50s, down into the 662s itself. That'll put you toward that, around that VWAP. Yeah, that contract I had, man, the contract I was looking at didn't do nothing. That's why I didn't jump in it. It was just only moving like 8 cents on it. I was like, oh no. And then it didn't do nothing. Yeah, that sucked. Damn, even the 663s wasn't bad. 1,000 shares on that one to, jeez Louise. All right, guys, here go your pullback we just talked about. We underneath 662.50. If we can successfully crack that, you got room to fall right back down to that VWAP we just talked about. Damn, man, I got caught it. Damn, the contract I had was shitty. Shout out to y'all who caught it, man. Yeah, that contract I had was just sucked, bro. I ain't like that contract I had. That one sucked. Yep, there go y'all pull back down to the VWAP, guys. Congratulations on SPY. Man. It messed me up. Yeah, y'all got it. Y'all got the VWAP pullback. Man. It ain't hit the level I was anticipating. I was waiting on. I know, man. I was gonna act like I was waiting on that break. I thought it was gonna push that 66. I was waiting on it. I was waiting on that overextension. I was ready to catch it. I had everything set up too. And then that contract had sucked though. It didn't move. Nah, but shout out to you, G Money. Shout out to you, boss. Well, I mean, like I said, and I also said that I saw this high low build too. That's why I put this downtrend setup. I started to notice that. I was like, I started to see it. Yep, they go to VWAP. Man. Yeah, that contract I had, bro, it didn't do nothing, man. That's why I didn't jump in it. That sucked. God, it sucked. Like the one I had, that bad boy only moved like 8 cents. I'm like, the hell I was gonna do with that? Let me see what the one I did have. Let me see if it's moving now though. Let me see what it's doing. Which one I had? 14. Yeah, because I was looking at the SQQs. I had like 1450. That bad boy like barely moved. Or did I have the wrong contract? No, should have been the right one. That is the right one. Yeah, 1450. Yeah, it didn't even do nothing. Yeah, that contract didn't do nothing, man. That was a waste. That was a waste of my time on that one. Like it barely moved. Let me try this one. Let me see how that one look. Oh shit! I should have not known which one I should have grabbed. Ah, damn it. That's why. Ah, I had grabbed the wrong contract. God dang it. I knew something wasn't right. Ah, that's what messed me up. I grabbed the wrong damn contract. Yeah, that was my mistake, guys. I grabbed the wrong one. I grabbed the wrong contract. I knew something wasn't right, though, when I seen it wasn't moving. I'm like, why the hell is it not moving? I had to switch contracts just to see the other one moving. No freaking wonder. That's about right. God, it messed me up. Got it. I'll just wait for tomorrow, man. Shit, I'll just wait for tomorrow. Ah. Messed me up. And it's still pulling. I'm anxious to do it, but I'm like, I wonder if this contract gonna freaking move, though. You know what? I know which one I'm gonna do. I know which one I'm gonna use. Bump it. I know which one I'm gonna use. I'm gonna have to go with a, what time it is?
Says, if you look at September 23rd in the hour, it came off the 602.98 on QQQ.
Yeah, I had SQQQ because I was gonna go in with like a shitload of shares on it, but it barely moved. So I switched mine over to SPY contract, but we never went back up to the 63s. Shit. Yeah, I just messed myself up today. I messed myself up today on that one. That was my fault, man. I messed myself up. All because I had the wrong damn contract. Wrong freaking contract. It messed me up. It's all good. Cause the reason why I was grabbing SQQQ's G money, G range, cause I was gonna go in with like 2,000 contract. I was going in with like by damn near 2,000 contract, or not 2,000, but I was gonna go in with 2,000 shares, 20 contracts. And when I had it, like I said, it didn't do anything.
Says, that's okay.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, man, because the one I had grabbed the wrong one. I grabbed the wrong contract. Because the one I was meaning to grab was 15, and I didn't realize I grabbed 14.5, and the 14.5 was the one that was rarely moving. That's what threw me off. Because I had to look back on my little thing, and I seen 14.5. I was like, oh, God. And then when I went to the 15 one, I was like, oh, shit. Yeah, I grabbed the wrong damn contract on mistake. It's all right. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. I can't believe I did that. Man. I grabbed the wrong damn contract. I knew something wasn't right. I say 8 cents and we dropping. I'm like, something ain't right here. I knew something wasn't right. 15, we're already back above 15, huh? Well, I guess, well, let me see. Where we at on it? I mean, I know we possibly about to bounce now because we hitting the VWAP, so I don't even want to take that chance, but let's see. How much did it move? Nah. Not even that one. Because with 2,000 shares, that only would have been $200 on this close to 200. I mean, 200 still ain't bad, but still, like, all that for that little move? Yeah. Nah, yeah. I'm gonna switch it back to SPY contracts, man. I mean, it just didn't move. It just didn't move for me. I'm gonna go back to SPY contracts. I was trying to use something. I was gonna try to utilize SQQQ on a pullback, but it just ain't do nothing. Yep, 37.40 up to, yeah, nah. Cause I would have had to go in with a shitload of shares on that just to get that move. There's a little tiny move on that. Then nah. I'm gonna go back to SPY. Never mind. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with SPY. I was trying to utilize it, but yeah, that ain't gonna work for me. I can't do that. Nah, I can't do it. Stick to where I'm at. Would have made way more money dealing with whatchamacallit. Yeah, SPY contract. I'd have made way much more on that play. 22 cents up to what? 140. I'd have made how much? Almost 1,000. Yeah, I'd have been up. How much I'd have been up? If I would have grabbed that one instead, I'd have been up what? We have, oh shit, it's at 150 now. Times 1,000 shit. Yep, I'd have been up 1,200. Son of a bitch. Yeah, God. I'd have been up a G. Had to mess around with that SQQ contract. That messed me up big time. God, that sucked. Yeah, remind me to never do that again, G Money. Remind me to never do that again. I was trying to make like a good amount of profit in a short period of time, but yeah, I would have had to play with way more shares.
G-Range says that 4 hours so clean.
Yeah, like I said, I would have made way more money in a shorter period of time with SPY contract than I did with that SQQQ. SQQQ, it would have had to take me 20 contracts, up to 20 contracts.
G-Range says it gives you time to think.
Yeah. No, well, like I said, I had the wrong contract. The contract I had sucked. Yeah, I'm not using that one no more. I don't want to use that. Unless we have a big ass move, kind of like Friday, then yeah, but this, nah. I'm good. I'm good on that. Cause that 15 one is holding, but it doesn't move like the SQQQ ones don't. It just does not move. I mean, I'm looking right at it. We back above 15, but it's just that contract it sucked. I would have had to go in with like damn near 20 to 30 contracts just to make a decent profit on it. Let me see what it's doing now. Nah. Yeah, because it only moved damn near 10 cents. Yeah, 10 cents. That's all it did. 10 cents on it. I even went to the, let me see. It's the 14 one, right? How low did we go? We went as low as what? We didn't even hit all the way to 14 though. I'm trying to see how much I would have made on that one. It's not even loading the damn short. Can't even see nothing. Why is it not showing anything? Shows the 1450, but why the hell can I not see the 14 one? SQQQ, right? Ugh. Oh, there we go. How far did it move? Damn near the same thing, 10 cents. Even on that one, even on the 14 one. Nah, yeah, I'm not, nah. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, it sucks. I don't like that. I don't like it. Let me look at your QQQ. Let me see how much, let me see where you was at on that one. Yeah, I don't like that one. I don't like those contracts, they suck. 603s for the puts. How much you made on that one? How much you would have been up? I'll switch over to QQQs. If that's the case. Let me see. Oh yeah. That ran up a what? Damn near almost a whole dollar. At what? 72 cents up to Yeah. I should have been watching it. Yeah. Yeah, I dropped the ball on that one, G Money. I dropped the ball. I see why you attacked that one. I see it now. I see the contract. Yeah, it look way, way better. I should have just did that one instead. Yeah, I definitely would have been up on that. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, that SQQQ suck. I don't like that. I don't like it. I was trying to utilize it, as we was pulling back down, but so I didn't trade it because I mean it just wasn't doing nothing. All right, let's see where we're going from now, guys. Now, right now, 200 is they're using the 200 to bounce. We still underneath that 63 level. All right, so let's see, guys. Man, yeah, like I said, guys, I had the wrong damn contract, man. I messed myself up on that one. Ah, that sucked. Yeah, it sucked. It's all good, man. Suck on that one. All right, let me see. What my old play doing? What we at on that one? 140? CRWV? Let me see what it's doing real quick. CRWV. Is it? What did it fall? Nah, the only thing I mean I was banking on it. The only thing like after the tariffs and all of that, man, it's like the volatility on it like just left. Like I couldn't even like it was hard for me to trade it like I wanted to, man. I was having issues with CRWV. Like at one point I was killing it. Like I was scalping my ass off on it on CRW. It's like nah, it just man, the volatility on it just sucks. Let me look at it real quick. Let me look at the spread. That's on a put, right? Let me see. I want to see what it's doing. Yeah, it's like they so damn choppy now. At one point, I was killing CRWV. $53. I can try it. Let me see. And 53 to 60. 60. Let me see if I can. Well, let me see what it's gonna do first. I know we bouncing back up real quick. Let me see. It bounced all the way back up, 140. Let me see what it's gonna do. Cause I want to go for a quick scalp if I could, just to make something, bro. Cause that play messed me up so much. It's like shit. Yeah, that contract messed me up big time. Yeah, I'm gonna just let it do its thing. Let it go back up. I can't believe I missed that play. God, dog, man. Like I said, I know tomorrow gonna be a way bigger. We got Drawn Pie and them speaking tomorrow. Gonna have pretty much a lot more volatility probably stepping in tomorrow. So right now, guys, watch that 63 level on SPY. I might have to switch my contract to tomorrow instead of the day. Let me see. Let me switch it over to tomorrow's. Let me see. Shouldn't be too expensive. But tomorrow's contract. Where we at? 63. Let me see. How expensive it done got. Shouldn't be. How much I got left? 63. Let me see. Damn, even that one had a good one. A good setup on that one. Even tomorrow's contract had a good setup on it. If I'd have played that one, I still would have hit. Jeez. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, G-Range, SPY contract for tomorrow, they look healthy as hell. They look good too. I know we pushing back up now, so gotta let it do its thing now and missed the damn pullback. Cause boy, I was waiting for that push, man. I was waiting for 66 to 68. Oh, I wanted that overextension. Oh boy, I was ready to catch it. Oh, I was ready to kick that bad boy back down. Oh, I wanted it. Be some bull crap they do it. They wind up doing it at the last minute too. They wind up pushing that back. That'd be something they push it right back up to 66 to 68 right before the market closed. That'd be some bull. Yeah, right here, guys. I'm not putting in a put just yet. Not enough for that VWAP. Hell no. Negative.
G Range says, to me long is my overall. I just play the pullbacks as my shorts.
Okay, so you you're long bias versus short bias. Okay, I got you. So you look for long opportunities. Okay. Yeah, so now I see what you mean by the 4-hour chart. Yeah, okay. I see what you're doing. On how you figuring it out. I see what you're doing. Nah, that's smart. Cause see, I use the 12-hour, you use the 4-hour. So we thinking the same thing, but just different time frames. Boy, if I would have been here Friday though for that short, oh my god, oh man, dude, I ain't gonna lie, G Range. I had looked at one of those contracts. I think it was spot contract I looked at. I think the lows was like 40 cents. I want to say 40. Boss, when that drop happened, that contract went from 40 cents to almost $20. Oh my god. Oh man, you don't know how pissed off I was that I missed that. Oh my god. From $40 to jeez Louise. 40 cents to $20 with I forgot how many shares. I think I was gonna do like five. No, not five contracts. No, I think it was 5 contracts I was gonna use. Cause I don't really go in heavy on Fridays. I was gonna use 5 contracts. So that how much I would have made on that? How much I would have made on that? That was what went up to like $20 minus 40 my times 1,000 shares. I'd have been up how much? Ah, jeez, Louise. Jeez. Oh God. You know what that remind me of? Freaking SMCI. Oh my God. Now, SMCI. I was here when that happened, and it missed my orders. I still remember. I still relive that trade every single damn day of my life. Guys, not making this up. God is my witness. That's before they did the stock split. SMCI and Nvidia was trading around like 900 to 1,000, and I think that's when it was getting overextended. I think it was after the 3 months. I think it was after March, and we was alerting it. Me and AK-47. Shot at AK-47. I went in with how many contracts did I go in with that day? I think it was 500. I think it was 500 shares I was about to do. I had my entry at 1,100. I'm gonna tell you what happened. I had my entry set at 1,100 as it was going up. Tell me why it got to 1080 and dropped immediately from 1080 to 800. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, bro. And I mean, it wasn't, and the way it dropped, it wasn't no room to try to catch it. It was like a drop straight down. It went from 1080, 1080, down to 800 in like mere seconds. Oh my god. I had 500 shares, dude. That I would have made, that was it 100? I think that was the one that was $140,000, I think. Oh my goodness. My heart sank that day. It's like I never traded SMCI ever since. I hated SMCI ever since they did that to me. I ain't never traded ever since. And that was right before the damn stock split. Oh my god. I remember that day. Bro, my heart sank. So yeah. So that should be about right. So yeah, 1080 to 800. Yeah, times 500 contracts. I'm lying. Oh my goodness. God. Oh my goodness. Uh, God, man, can you imagine making $140,000 in one day in one trade? It just haunts me to this day. I hate SMCI with a passion. I can't stand it. I hate it now. I mean, I had my order sitting there, and that bad boy did this. Bloop, it just dropped. Oh my god. And then the crazy part about it, guys, I even alerted the where it was gonna fall. I said 800. I alerted said 800, and this is exactly where it fell. Oh my god, I wasn't mad that day. It's like you mother, $140,000 in one trade. Boy, if I can never catch one of those ever again in my life, dude, you just don't know. I have to wait for one of them to soar and be overextended like out the ass. Like I have to, cause y'all gotta keep in mind, Nvidia and SMCI was overextended for like 3 months. Remember, that's when they went on that. That's when they went on that bullish rally for like January, February, March, and I think it had to be around April, May, something like that in that bracket. That's when they finally got that yank. Cause you remember it was sitting like I think the RSIs was sitting like around 80s for like 3 months. And next thing you know, that bad boy just. Oh my god! When I think about that, I'm just. Y'all just don't know that feeling. Y'all don't know that feeling, boy. You just sitting there with that woulda, shoulda, coulda face, like mother. Oh, I was so sick to my stomach. Oh my goodness. I ain't gonna lie, I felt bad for the people that who got caught on the breakout, trying to go long on that. Man. Whoo, man, I felt bad for those who got caught in that trap. Back down? Eesh. Oh yeah, I felt for whoever traded that day. And there go the VY. There go the VY bounce on Spire. Now I ain't gonna lie. My only issue, and I'll be honest, and I'm man enough to admit it. My only issue when I trade in G range and Gen and Queen, y'all probably have the same thing. I have done it. Y'all get so OCD when it comes to trading that y'all try to get a perfect trade, a perfect entry. Like you try to be so calculated and so perfect that you wind up missing a trade because you were trying to be so perfect on the penny. That's why I stopped doing that shit. I was like, man, I missed so many trades behind that trying to be so perfect on the penny. Like, man, because I'll be like, for example, like for SPY, for example. So, okay, say for instance I was going for a put, right? We pulled back around what, 64.50. So say for instance I wanted to be so perfect and I had 664.55 or 58, that type of crap. You going in all your shares and then all of a sudden it just comes here and it starts to drop. I was like, yeah, I had to quit that. I had to quit that. I had to stop being so OCD with my trades. Yeah, because it definitely, you miss out on opportunities doing that. Sometimes you just got to say bump it. And the thing about it is, guys, you don't have to put all your eggs in one basket, man. Like, spread it out. Test it. If you feel like, okay, 65 is going to hold, go on with one contract. If that level holds again, add another contract. Just test it. Just test these levels. You don't have to go all in if if you're not sure about it but you want to trade it, just go in with a small amount. Go in with a small amount where you can have a lot more control over your risk. If it goes your way, okay, add more. That's all you gotta do. But yeah, I used to have an OCD complex, man, trying to be perfect on every damn penny, and that's why I used to miss out on so many damn trades, and I messed myself up. Or I was like the one I always preach about, when you start to procrastinate on a damn trade where you have it locked in your head or you got it written down on a piece of paper, but then when it comes to executing it, you scared to press the button. I don't know if I should do it. And then next thing you know, it actually hit the level you talked about. Now you catch a FOMO. Done that before. Done that shit. What was my other mistakes I used to do? Jumping in right at the bell. Not understanding pre-market levels and highs and lows and this, that, and the third. As soon as I hear the bell ring, jump in, not even knowing the direction, just doing that because I hear a bell ring, I'm jumping in. What was another one? I'm just naming all my mistakes with what cost me as a trader at one point in time. What else did I used to do that was stupid? Oh, trading towards the end of the damn market was another stupid idea, stupid thing I used to do. I'll wait till like I don't know what the hell made me do it, and I stopped doing it. I used to trade like damn near 10 minutes till the bell ring or whatever because I was like, oh man, look like we about to squeeze on up. Then next thing you know, it goes down. And then I used to get caught in those trades where you didn't have 15 minutes after the market closed. When it closed, it closes, and you stuck with it. I used to keep caught in those. Yeah, but I used to make a lot of mistakes. So what I'm saying is, guys, what it taught me to do is it helped me control my patience. It helped me understand the patterns. It helped me. Oh, and also it helped me with the time. Like one thing that Hardware always bring it up to, and he's right on it. You know, man, you may have some type of 11 o'clock volume, 12 o'clock volume, some type of release. Cause think about it. When did the market drop Friday? It was 11 o'clock. Nobody was expecting it. Everybody, I'm gonna tell you what a lot of people was doing, and a lot of people can't lie. Y'all can't lie. For those who was trying to trade the SPY, a lot of y'all probably was right here, thinking it was gonna break out and go up, and next thing you know, it flushed on you. So I've been there, done that, man. Just like, I mean, again, just not understanding. And look at the time, 11 o'clock. When did you fall? 11 o'clock. Right at 11 o'clock is when you drop. So you gotta understand those time frames too. You know, 11 o'clock. You know, other than 11 o'clock, you already know we always go over the 8:30 economics. Then you got 9:45 economics. Then you got the 10 o'clock economics. But other than that, I mean, do be mindful of 11 o'clock. Then after 12 o'clock, you always have some type of transition between, 12:31, something like that. You'll have like some type of transition. And it's just different things to look out for, though. But yeah, what I personally do is just understand the patterns. All I do is understand the patterns. And something like this, like, all I do, understand, okay, how we open, how we close. And I just take, like, if we stay in this range, all I'm going to do is just take this range and then go into tomorrow. Because I know that the areas that we need to break out, I know the areas that we need to crack instead of going into the new day, not knowing what the hell to do. You know, when the answer is right here in front of you based off of the past, which is today, going into tomorrow. Okay, we know the levels. We know psychologically what a seller's at. We psychologically know what a buyer's is at for today. So all we do is just take the setups, how we're going to close out. You know, are we going to break above this key level before the market closes? Are we going to stay underneath this level when the market closes? And just take these areas into consideration, because these levels will possibly play out again. And that's all it is. Right now, why do we bounce up? We got a VY bounce. VY bounce, got that push right back up towards the upside, right back on top of that trend line. So, but it's all about just understanding these setups, man. That's it. Understand the setups. Can't believe I had the wrong contract right. I can't believe I just did that. I can't believe I did that. But what price point that I'm still waiting on? If we do get that push, y'all know I'm looking up here. Y'all know I'm still waiting on that possible situation to see if we're going to get that push. We ain't dumped just yet. We got a nice little pullback bounce on the VWAP, right back on up, right back in this range. So we still got, damn near 30 minutes. Anything can happen. I mean, if those buys get right back above 633, 663, which we're back on top of at this moment, all it's going to do, guys, is put you right back in this ascending triangle pattern all over again. You know, you fell out, you cracked the trend line, and they got back on top of it. So let's see what's going to happen right here. If we have enough buyers, we should be getting back on top of this trend line. However, if we have more sellers than buyers, then this should hold up as resistance and start to pull you back underneath 663, back down to the downside. Because you got to remember, this line can act as a border that separates the bears and the bulls. When you're on top of it, it's bullish, right? Because you utilize it for support. When you're underneath it, it's bearish because you utilize it for resistance. So all I'm doing right now is watching this key level to see, okay, what's going to take place. Right now, all I know is we underneath it. I want to see those buys. Now, if y'all notice, guys, we are back on top of 663. We're back on top of it. See that? Fell down to the VWAP, right back on top of 663. So the question is, okay, can buyers actually finally go for this push back up towards the 664s? If they do that, close successfully, that's going to put you right back on top of this trend line. So it's all about just being patient, just understanding how the market's setting up. Utilize your indicator to the best of your abilities. You know that just the VWAP alone is a tool within itself. So right now I'm just watching this level, 663, and I'm also watching my trend line. Are we gonna stay underneath it, utilize that for resistance and come back down? Or will buyers have enough strength to push and break us and get us back on top of this trend line? So right now we're in a little crucial area right now. Crucial area. We know below 663, we know we can fall right back down into the low 660s. We hold that key level, we know we can push our way right back up to the 664s, up to 665s. Right now we're getting that trend line rejection, right? Right now at this moment, little trend line rejection. Because now you're no longer on top of it on the bullish side. Now you're underneath it on the bearish side. But the question is, do we have enough sellers to hold that position? So let's see.
Says, what do you see for tomorrow on spot?
Well, we do have Jerome Powell speaking tomorrow, boss. We have, matter of fact, let me bring up the economics real quick. Let me bring that up real quick. He should be speaking, I think, at 12:20. But if the time changes, I will alert you guys to let you guys know if they do change it. Because, you know, last week, they were changing every damn thing. From jobless claims to non-farm payroll data, they were changing every damn thing. But now they moved to non-farm payroll data this week. And jobless claims this week. CPI, PPI, all that shit. Tomorrow, we do have Jerome Powell speaking right here, guys. Y'all can see this clear as day. That we have Jerome Powell speaking tomorrow at 12:20. Now, I don't know what type of impact it's going to have. Don't make me lie to you. I don't know what he's going to say.
Jtraedz says, got it.
Yeah, boss. So, but yeah, guys, that's the only thing that we have so far. That's the only thing we have so far. And then, you know, we had, then due to the government shutdown, everything was pushed back. Jobless claims, non-farm payrolls, and so forth. We know this week we got PPI data, CPI data, jobless claims, non-farm payroll data. We know we got all that this week. So all we want to see is how the market is going. Remember, Monday sets the tone, Friday sets the standard. Yeah, I just can't believe I missed. Man, I had the wrong freaking contract. That pissed me off. Can't believe I did that. I'm still mad at myself behind that. Still pissed. Ugh. It's all good. We'll be setting up for tomorrow. Should have some more volatility come in tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see what we got. Where's my, I just noticed my whatchamacallit not up on this damn thing. Where's my volume at? I just noticed my volume thing not on here. I just noticed that. Nope, wrong thing. I literally just noticed that. Is this the right one? No. Wait, is this it? No, that's not it. It's not my volume thing. I don't think so. Oh, yeah, it is it. My bad. Oh, yeah. There we go. I was wondering, like, why the hell? Move you up here. There we go. I knew something was off. I'm like, man, why is my stuff not showing? All right, there we go. I knew something was wrong. My thing was off. Excuse me. Been so long since I did this. I gotta remember on how I have this damn thing set up now. It's been so long since I did this. Cause all right, today's volume, yes. Percentage, no. And 60 bar, no. I think that's how I had it set up. I think. No, it should be daily volume and today's volume. I do got today's volume in. Wait. Show today's volume, yes. Where's my damn daily at? I gotta look at my other thing to see how I got it set up. God dang it. Let me see how I got it set up on this one, guys. Hold up. Yes, yes. Oh, okay, okay. The top one's a yes. Okay, okay. I know what I did wrong. I knew something was off. Oh, the top one's a yes. And the rest are no. I think I did it right now. Oh, there we go. right, guys, keep it on watch. We are fighting that 663 level. Remember that we have fallen underneath that trend line, going from the bullish side to the bearish side. So let's see if those bears are gonna come in, keep those buys underneath that 663. Because you got to keep in mind, we're no longer on that uptrend. Now we cracked that uptrend. Now possibly creating a pullback. And it does look like a cup. I did notice that now. It does look like an inverted cup. So let me see what's gonna happen. Because it does look like a little inverted cup. But I hate when they do this at the end. That's the only thing I hate. Like, man, because especially at the end of the market, it gets so, like, they can manipulate it so quick. Well, it looked like it may fall. Then next thing you know, all of a sudden, buys come out of nowhere and push. I mean, I hate, that's why I stopped trading around this time. I hate that. Because I used to get caught in this crap. Because you never know what it's going to do towards the end. Because buyers and sellers will come out of nowhere and just manipulate it right before the market closed. So we got about 30 minutes, guys. So two things will either happen. Either we're going to get back on, those buys are going to come in, go for that push back above 663, for that push up towards 664, 666, or stay on those sellers to come in underneath that 663 for that possible pull right back down to the 660. Therefore, that'll give us an inverted cup. But they want to do it at the last damn minute, though. If they do it towards the end of the close. I hate when they do this crap. I couldn't do this. Could have done this earlier. But keep in mind, guys, you are back above the VWAP. You are back above that bad boy right here. Back above the VWAP. Keep it on watch. We'll see. This is the only time I do not like to trade. Because it gets so manipulative. Like, anything can happen. Squeeze come out of nowhere. Drop come out of nowhere. Like, they'll try something. But we still in the same range that we were in all damn day. Look at the bottoms. Still have yet to crack bottoms. We still have yet to break out top. So we still in this range for Monday. Between 664.50 and at 659.75. If you want to round to 660. But we're still in that range still. So we have yet to break out of that range, period. So that's the question on how we're going to close out. Are we going to close remaining in this range? Or will we break out or will we crack? All right, what you guys think? Before the market closed, do you think we're going to remain in this range until tomorrow? Or do you think we're going to catch some type of push on up where we will break out of that 664? Or do you think we're going to get a pullback back down towards the 660s? What y'all guys think? G-Rain, what you think, boss? What you think gonna happen? Queen, what you think gonna happen, Queen? Nadia, what you think? I mean, I can see a pullback if they don't break. I can see a pullback when we do get like somewhat of an inverted cut back down. I mean, I can see that. But that's why I want to see the seller step in. But the market is holding very tough, though. Holding very tough. It's tough, though. Because, those pullbacks, they not lasting. They not holding. Like, every time we pull back, we bounce right the hell back on up. And it looked like it's almost trying to create a new range. Not range, but a new trend line. That's what it looked like it's doing. Trying to.
G-Range says. LOL both.
But look. Look, buyers are trying to get back on top of the trend line, boss. Look. Buyers are trying to go for that 663 push. If they get back on top of, that's gonna keep us on top of the trend line. That's for damn sure keep us back on top of the trend line. So that means they survived the pullback. In other words, that means pullback failure the sellers didn't succeed on pulling back like they wanted to. That means buyers got right back on top of the trend line, and all they're doing is just continuing the path on up, which is still keeping you in an ascending triangle pattern. So I don't know, man. I think the sellers, I don't think they can hold it. I don't think they can hold it. I think the buyers may take it. They may take it. We're gonna see. I want to see, because like I told y'all guys, 663 is gonna be a very crucial level. Above 663, yes, we can push back up to the upside, continue the uptrend in that ascending triangle pattern for that possible squeeze on up. Or, like I said, we do have more sellers. We'll get that yang back on down, thus giving us a inverted cup and handle pattern. But the way this is holding, man, look how those buys are strategically trying to stay on top of this trend line. That's the only thing that's making me like, Them buyers are slowly trying to maneuver their way back on top of that damn trend line. Look at this. They're slow. I mean, after cracking it, look at this. They're slowly trying to maneuver their way and trying to stay within this ascending triangle pattern. They're slowly trying to maneuver their way on top of it, trying to hold it. So I'm trying to see who gonna have the strength to close out. Who gonna close it? I mean, we're already above the open, so I mean, this is gonna be a green candle today. But let's see. We know where the sellers at. We know where the buyers at. Buyers are trying to stay above 663. Sellers are trying to stay below 663. So I mean, you can clearly see a lot of back and forth right in this little small area right here. Back and forth, back and forth. So let's see. Let's see. Where we at right now? 662.80. So a little bit of a pullback, a little bit of weakness. So let's see. Let's see. It's gonna be tricky, man. That's why I told y'all, by the end of the market, the man gets tricky. That's why I don't trade that. I do not trade the end of the market. Because you don't know what's gonna happen. Anything goes. Buyers can come out of nowhere and push. Sellers can come out of nowhere and yank. I mean, anything goes. You don't know. But we're gonna find out though. In about, what we got left? 24 minutes? 24 minutes. I mean, so far I see an ascending triangle pattern so far. And I slowly see those buyers trying to creep their way on top of this damn trend line. I want to see, can they get it? But they're gonna have to break above 663 though to succeed. They're gonna have to. That's the only way. They're gonna have to get back above 663 and stay on top of it. Because if they do, that'll keep you in this range. So right now we're at 663. So buyers are slowly trying to maneuver their way on top of it. They slowly, what I told you. They slowly try to maneuver. See, that's what I'm saying. You got to pay close attention to detail, guys. When I got my lines, I don't have it there just to have it. Just, you know, just to have a line there. No, because I understand the manipulations and I understand how, you know, what traders are thinking. So that's why I said, well, why? That's why I was asking, what do you guys think which way we're going to go? Because we are at a crucial level where it can go both ways. If those buyers can hold, they're above 663, yes, we can push our way on up. If we fall back underneath it, yes, we can recrack this trend line and go back on down. Again, thus giving us an inverted cup pattern. But right now, those buyers are holding very, very strong, and they're strategically trying to stay on top of that trend line. I clearly see what they're trying to do. So right now, this is like a tug of war match. If you were to jump in right now, you don't know which way that bear. Anybody jumping in, you crossing your fingers, hoping you go up. That's why I say when it gets to something like that, I stay away from it because I don't know what's gonna happen. It's very tricky. Now, if you would have caught the VWAP, I mean that's understandable. You know, VWAP up to 663, that's understandable. That's, you know, you caught a good entry. But right here, you don't know what's about to do. Could we hold? Yes. Could we crack? Yes. We don't know. That's why you always want to get away from those pivotal areas. Pivotal areas. Always get away from it. Play around it. I ain't gonna lie. I was trying to go for a short, man. I was anticipating we was gonna break. I was waiting on that 66, and I'll be damned. But if they hit that 66 before, like as the market is closing, as I, you know, when I was waiting, if they hit that shit, now I'm gonna be pissed. Cause that's what I was waiting on the whole time. I'm gonna be pissed off. If they push up towards that 66, and that's what I was waiting for right here. I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be highly pissed. Yeah, they childish. They childish. I swear they go for that push. They childish. They put me through all that hell to finally push it. Well, what time this candle closes? In about 30 seconds. So let's see if this candle gonna stay on top. Let's see. Let's see if that candle gonna stay on top. Right now we got a green candle on top of 663. So far it look like buys. The bulls have it right now. Bulls have it right now. Right back on top of that price point. If they close on top, that means 663 9 times out of 10 go right back to support. And also, guys, look at that trend line. What I told y'all. Look at that trend. Look at that trend. I never move my trend line. I never move my trend line. I didn't move it not one time. I was about to, but then I kept it. I was like, nah. I started to notice that those buys was climbing right back on top of it. And notice that, look, trend line is still continuing on up. Buys are just slowly trying to hold. Look at this. Still in this back in this ascending triangle pattern. Look at that. Insane, huh? Yeah, I know it's crazy. It's crazy to watch, man. This is insane to watch. This is insane to watch. Definitely insane that they want to do this at the last damn minute, man. Look at this. 663. Trying to push at the last freaking minute. I knew they was up to something. I knew they was up to something. God. They want to do that at the last. I told y'all. I say be something. They do something at the last minute before the market closed. I told y'all. I knew they was up to something. When they started kind of like straddle right in this little area, I already know what they doing. Like I already got a clear idea of what they doing, especially those buyers. Right back on top of that. Look at that. Back on top of 663. Back on top of the trend line. You can't make this up. You cannot make this up. Can't make this up. 20 minutes to the bell ring. It look like we still pushing up towards the upside. Towards the upside. Let's see. But I told y'all guys to be mindful of those. I mean, today was gonna be, really not a good day for shorting, cause they not holding. It's not holding. I told y'all the market was strong, man. I mean, we just. That's why I wanted that overextension up here, where I can have a nice pullback down, but we wind up stopping out right here and wind up falling back down, so that messed me up. I was waiting on it. But if they go for that squeeze that I was waiting on that whole time, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be pissed off. I swear they better not. They better not. They better not finally go for the squeeze after I was waiting. At what time was that I was waiting on this shit? I was waiting at. Was it around 2? It was 2:30, huh? Yeah, I think it was around 2:30. 2:30. I was waiting. Yeah. Let me see what they're gonna do. We're gonna see, guys. We're gonna see where we go. I'm riding with y'all. I'm riding with y'all to the bell ring. I'm riding with y'all to the bell ring. But they are back on top of that price point. Keep that in mind. So right now that's bullish. Right now that's bullish. We're back in this range. We're back in this range here. Where's my square? So we back in. So we should be up here. Back in this range. Wait, where the hell did my stuff go? Oh, there we go. I was about to say. So we back in this range. Right here. Back in that range from earlier. Back in that range from earlier. The one we fell out of, we got right back in it. We was in it for a little minute. Then we cracked it. Then got back in it. Then fell out of it. Now back in it again. So, think about the rotation game. Remember we always talk about the rotation game? Notice how we rotated on the downside of that channel, but we never rotated upward of that channel. So where you think it's 9 times out of 10 going? So if you caught all the drops out of the channel on the downside, look at all the room you have to go on the upside to break out of the channel upwards. So, God, I can't believe they did that. I can't believe they played me. Oh, they played me towards the end of the damn market. Towards the end of the freaking market. Now you want to do it. It beat them days, man. It beat them days. I mean, think about it. I mean, you had good setups on other plays. I mean, think about it. You had Tesla. Tesla was a good play up. So you had Tesla to knock out. If you didn't want to trade spot, you had Tesla pushing. I mean, that was a good opportunity. You had Tesla set up. That was nice. What was the other one? Was it Google? I think that was setting up pretty decent. I think it was Google too. I think. Yep. Look at this. Google's still going up. That probably was contributing to this shit. Look at this. Look at Google. Still pushing. Still trying to push up towards the upside. Where we at? Almost up to 245. Google's still holding. Google's at what, 3%? Tesla's at 5%. So you got Google still holding. Tesla still holding. Is Nvidia still holding? Nvidia. Are we still holding on this bad boy? Nah. So Google, Tesla for sure. Google, Tesla for sure. What about Amazon? Amazon sideways. Meta? No. So the only ones that's holding up pretty decent is Google and Tesla. Those are main. What about Apple? That's what I got to check. What Apple doing? Apple, sideways. So the only ones that's holding decent is Tesla and Google. That's the only thing that really been holding up SPY really. It's those two mainly. Cause I don't see anything else really holding. Everything else is going sideways as far as blue chip wise. No, AMD, hell no. Amazon. What is Amazon doing? Is Amazon going up? Yeah. Amazon sideways. We still got a little uptrend on this bad boy though. What is that? 221-ish, 221 level. And look at SPY. Still in a ascending triangle pattern. Still setting up. It's still let's see, guys. Let's see. We getting closer and closer, man. We got about 14 minutes, guys. 14 minutes. What is about to happen as the market is about to close? What is about to happen? It's gonna be interesting. We back in his range. Like I said, we back in his range, so we'll see. Ascending triangle pattern still forming, still looking good. But the way this is setting up, they should have been pushed. I mean, they should have been squeezed. That's the part that's kind of like, I mean, they had opportunities to squeeze on this bad boy. Man, I ain't gonna lie, boy. I wanted this part so bad. I was waiting on that overextension, boy. I wanted that spike. Oh, I was ready to catch it. I was ready to catch it. G-Range jinxed me. G-Range jinxed me on that one. He was so eager for it to go down. I was like, dude, wait. Wait. Had to jinx it. Thanks, G-Range. Thanks, G. Thanks, G-Money. That's what's up. See how much you care about me. Could have let me have that one. We'll see tomorrow though, cause where's gonna be some strong reasons. Oh, 66, of course.
G-Range says.
Oh man, go blooded. They still agree on that. Nah, but congratulations though, man, for catching your plays though, boss. Congratulations, man. But see tomorrow, where's gonna be some strong resistance. I mean, again, you got room to push up towards the 666.50 plus, up to 670s, but we'll see. But first, it's gonna be 666 for sure. Going into tomorrow, so I'm gonna definitely keep that on watch to see if we're gonna hold. All right, this is what I'm anticipating tomorrow. G Money. Well, give me not tomorrow, but for the rest of the week to see can this maintain. So this is what I'm gonna be looking at. I'm anticipating to see if we're gonna get that head and shoulders pattern, because that would be a nice play. So I'm gonna definitely be watching right here. So we already got 6640 pullback before. That was in September. Then we wind up squeezing on up to 674. Then we wind up dumping back on down. And if we can hold it 60, I don't care if we even pop up, but as long as we come back down underneath, that's gonna make that second shoulder. That's gonna make that second shoulder underneath 66 for a nice yank back down this way. I wouldn't mind that. Kind of like, almost like this. 66 all the way back down towards that 657. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that play. Go up, get rejected, come back on down. I wouldn't mind that. So I got that in my arsenal. So I got that loaded and I got it locked and loaded and ready. So I'm gonna keep that on watch. So after drawing power and them speak or whatever may take place tomorrow, I'm gonna definitely keep that on watch. Definitely keep it on watch. Cause I'm pretty sure they're gonna possibly pull back before that CPI data come out. So I'm thinking what they gonna do G-Range tomorrow. That's just a guess. Just a guess. I'm thinking tomorrow they may push up towards the highs, and I think they're gonna pull back tomorrow. I think they may go for a pullback tomorrow, due to the fact that we're gonna have CPI data coming out the following day, and not knowing what's gonna be on it. So I'm thinking that's what they're gonna do, possibly. If they don't pull back today, which we held, I think they may try to push it up tomorrow, and then possibly pull back. Say, getting geared up for the CPI data the following day. I think that's what they may do. So I think they may continue this tomorrow. They're going to possibly push up, hit a certain key level, and then... So I'm going to keep it on watch. I'm going to see where we go. As long as Trump don't make no another unexpected talks on the damn tariffs again. What he normally does it on what? What, Wednesdays and Fridays? Somewhere in that bracket. Well, I know Friday for sure he did that Friday. That's when that drop happened. That's when that announcement came out. So I'm still watching this level, guys. I'm still watching this level.
Hustle and Flow 666.
What's up, Hustle? What's up, boss?
Trump bomb, let's go, Jay.
Man, Friday was a boss. Man, Hustle, did you catch Friday's pullback? Whoo! From what, 6? That was what, damn near $30 drop? It was about, what, $30, right? From 73s to the 40s? It was about a $30 drop Friday. Yeah, 73 all the way down to the 40. Yeah, that was about a damn near $30 drop. That was account changing. Now, y'all already know, once you go on a big move, yeah, I mean, y'all know the routine, man. And y'all, and G-Range, Hustle, y'all know that. Y'all know once we go on a big move up or down, what's the next thing? Consolidation. Y'all know that. If it goes on a big move up, big move down, we go into consolidation, preparing for the next move. Don't know which move we're going, but y'all already know how that goes. So as we're consolidating, now we got to figure out what are we going to do after we come out of this consolidation. Are we going to move back on up towards these tops, or will we get rejected and pull our way back on down? So that's the $1 million question, because I can see it. I mean, that'll be nice though. We go up and make a big ass cup pattern. That'll be sweet. I'll take that. But we'll see what's gonna happen, tomorrow, guys. After Jerome Powell speaking stuff, we'll see what's gonna take place. Because I don't want to jump the gun. I don't want to jump. Matter of fact, let me look at my 5-year chart too. Let me see if I can see anything to give us an edge on what we could look for. Let me look at my 5-year chart real quick. Got about 8 minutes, guys. If y'all have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to hit me up, guys. All right. So right now, consolidation. All right, 5-year chart. Let's see. Oh, did I delete my chart? Oh crap. I hate when I do that. Alright, let me change this one to SPY. Alright, SPY. Based off the 5-year chart, where we at right now as far as the RSI? 64. Still got some. I mean, even on here, that look like a damn head and shoulders. Even on a 5-year, that's all the way back down to 610 though. Cause I see a shoulder here. And I see a head. Ooh. Just gotta figure out where we're going from this point. That's what we gotta figure out. Because right now we're in between the 60s and 70s. And we already know we're hitting strong resistance already, hitting that trend line. Strong ass trend line. So the question is, where are we going from here? Because the way this is looking, just being honest, the way this is looking, especially after coming off of that trend line, I mean, I see more possible downside that could come, to be honest. Because we already hit, like I said, we hit that strong. The last time we hit that was in 2021. That's the last time we hit this red trend line. That was right here. Oh, move it over a little bit, my bad. My fault. Yeah, 2021 was the last time we hit that red trend line. We now just hitting this bad boy around now in 2025. So that took us damn near 4 years. So the question is, how strong is that trend line? I mean, is that trend line going to be for 2025 going into 2026? So we see how strong it was from 2021 into 2022. We saw that bad boy. So the question is, how strong is it going to be as we are about to cross over into the new year? Is the $1 million question. How strong is this trend line going to be? Because we see a nice yank coming. I guess it all depends on the Traedz Talk and everything else. I mean, because you already had a strong bounce that already occurred. Strong pullback. That's when we had that nice sell-off. And then we already ran all the way up. So now we're hitting resistance, this strong red trend line again. So the question is, will we break it, or we would just rotate and come right back down from it? That's the $1 million question. That's the $1 million question. Because the only breakout area I see off this 5-year chart is 610. So we was to get a heavy pull, and then also your 50 SMA is right here. So that'd be lined up with the 610, and we was to get a hard ass pull back down this way. Because that means you have to lose the 13 EMA, fall all the way back down to the 50 SMA, which is lined up right with 610, and that would give. I mean, we'll see, man. We'll see, guys. We'll see. Like I said, I don't want to jump the gun. We'll see. Cause man, we get another pullback opportunity like we had before. Think I won't be gearing up for that? Watch me. Watch me. So guys, got 5 minutes. So right now, as I'm closing out, we know that we're in the range going into tomorrow. So we know we still are holding 663, holding this trend line, and we have that top still right around that 664.50. Going for tomorrow. So I'm gonna watch these levels, even in after hours in pre-market. I'm gonna watch these levels still, but we know where the strongest resistance is as of now. Between 665, 664.50, these two areas. So we know that strong resistance as of now. So we know where those areas at located at for right now. Now if they break, the next level is gonna be up to 68 of 70. That'd be towards right here where this line is here. That's what I want to see if they're gonna try to tomorrow try to again reverse it. That's what I want to see what's gonna happen. But we're gonna see. Like I told y'all, when the market is about to close, anything goes. So right now we're pulling back down to 63. So let's see what's about to happen as the market is about to close. Let's see what's about to happen. Cause like I said, I don't want to jump the gun. All I'm doing is going off of my setups. I'm going off of my trend line. I'm going off of my price points. That's all I'm doing for right now. I'm letting the market tell me what it's doing. Right now, we know that we are still we got back in this range again. But it's the reason why I'm skeptical about this range, because I'm like, we never fell out of we fell out of the range, but then we find our way back in the range like a magnet. Like we yank, instead of falling out of this range and losing this completely on down, we managed to find our way right back into it. So I'm like, why is the market holding in between these levels as if it's doing it on purpose? Like it's purposely holding these levels on purpose, because we had plenty of opportunities to fall out of this range once, twice, right here. You could have failed here, you could have failed here, but then you find your way right back in that range of 63 to 64. So they're holding this range purposely, because why didn't we just fall off and fall back down to the 660s, down into the and so forth? It's just how ironic how we find our way back into this range over and over and over again, as if they're purposely trying to hold this range on purpose. So that's why I'm just skeptic, just to see where we're going from here. That's what I want to see. We got about 2 minutes, guys, so I want to see how about to close out off this candle. So I want to see if those buys are going to try to do it, if they're going to try to push. Because I really want to see if they're going to try to go for it. Like trap some shorts and try to push it back up. Cause I want to see if that's what they're trying to do. What we got left? Almost a minute in. After a minute about to go down, guys, let me go ahead and give a shout out to everybody first and foremost, man. Before I head on out too, let me man, Jtraedz, man, y'all to the team, man. Thank y'all so much, man, for everything, man. Y'all already know what time it is. Shout out to my mods on our platforms, man. Thank y'all so much for everything that y'all do. Definitely appreciate you, man. Definitely appreciate you. And y'all already know, if y'all are new to my channel, man, go to your boy channel, man. Hit up my YouTube channel at Jtraedz. Y'all know what it is. Hit that subscribe button. We're on that road to 1K subs, man. And if you are on my Twitch, hit up the subscribe button to avoid the ads, which is not my fault. That is Twitch's rules, not mine. Just saying. So, about to soon be heading on out, guys. About to be heading on out. Let me get everything ready to rock and roll. We're almost done, guys. Got about almost 30 seconds in. I'm just watching this level. All I'm still doing is watching this trend line and these levels. That's it. That's all I'm doing.
G-Range says, peace, fam.
Man, peace, fam. And again, congratulations on your profits, boss. And we're going to get ready to gear up for tomorrow. So you long buys. So I'm going to have to jump in. So I'm going to have to stay on top to see when, pause. I'm going to have to see when, whenever you going long. So I'm going to follow you. I'm gonna say, you going on? All right, cool, I'm going. But yeah, guys, let's keep it on watch. Right now, 663. Bell is about to ring in 4 seconds, guys. Right about now. And we are still, so I'm still watching this level. All right. Because they're holding these levels for a reason. They're holding this for, that's why I want to see what's gonna happen. But yeah, guys, I'm about to be heading on out. So keep in mind, the range that we're in right now, write this down if you want to, or put it on your charts. 663, we still have yet to crack, and 664.50, we still have yet to break. So therefore, we are in a range at this moment. So the question is, let's just take this range going into tomorrow, because you remember Jerome Powell doesn't speak to 12. So We're gonna watch this range going into tomorrow. Between after hours pre-market and see where we go from here. Could we get some pullback after hours? Of course, get some pullbacks. I mean, that happens. Pullback spikes, whatever the case may be. But just keep it on watch, and let's see where we go over here. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because, okay, say for instance we do crack 663.
Says, strong G range right now.
Yeah, it's a strong range right now. So the main thing to watch, guys. Okay, so say for instance we were to crack out of 663 going into tomorrow, and we say for instance we fall all the way back down to, let's say 660 to 658. We can utilize this level for possible resistance. We get a little bounce back on up. We can utilize this little area for resistance for possible little pull back down. But as long as it holds, it can hold up as support. But we'll see on how we're gonna finish out after hours going into pre-market to see if we're gonna be in that same exact range for Tuesday. So just keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. We'll see where we go. See where we go, guys. Just be patient, and we'll see how everything is gonna line up tomorrow. So. We do get caught in some more consolidation. We'll jump to something else. Tesla, Google, whatever. I mean, Tesla was a good trade today. Google was a good trade today. Them bad boys held pretty damn well. So, shout out to all my Tesla traders and Google traders from this point. But yeah, guys, I'm about to be heading on out, man. About to get ready to rock and roll. Y'all already know what time it is. Boy, I'm about to be signing on off, man. Thank y'all so much for joining me. I will be back in tomorrow at 1, and we'll be getting ready to rock and roll and see what Jerome Powell has to say and how it's going to affect the market tomorrow. And other than that, man, guys, congratulations to all your profits, man. If y'all didn't trade, still congratulations on y'all for having patience, for waiting on setups to present themselves. It's always going to be opportunities. Think about it. Think about how many people that probably didn't trade last week, Monday through Thursday, and then had an opportunity on Friday after a pullback. So, I mean, anything can happen, man. So, y'all already know, once a big move happens, you go into consolidation. So, once Friday dropped on down, what was today? Today was more of a consolidated day. So, the question is, what's going to be what's going to take place tomorrow after consolidation? Could we see a move back on up, or could we see a move back on down? And that's the $1 million question. But other than that, man, y'all have a blessed and safe night, man. I will see y'all tomorrow for Take Profit Tuesdays, and we're going to get ready to make this money, man. I love you guys. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay safe, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all know what time it is. Peace!
Subscribe for more content.